After visiting every country in the world and all 50 US states, I can tell you with confidence that America has some of the strangest places and cultures on earth.
Well, I'm the naked cowboy.
From hidden hillbilly towns,
there's no money to be made here no more,
to sketchy underground tunnel communities.
I'm always wondering what time it is.
Here are the 7 craziest places I've found in America.
Porque hay mucha gente satánica.
And we're starting in an Arctic town where darkness lasts for months.
December 21st, the darkest day of the year, and I'm heading to America's northernmost and most isolated town, Barrow, Alaska. I'm excited. As the most remote town in America, there's only one flight per day from Alaska's biggest city, Anchorage, and tickets are not cheap. Midway through my first leg from Phoenix, I realized I might miss my only chance to get to Barrow today, so I ran as fast as I could to the gate. Which way?
Right next door.
Excuse me, where's the Barrow flight? Hi. Oh, thank you guys for holding the plane.
Your bags aren't gonna make it.
No, it's fine. I have carry-on only. Almost missed a connection. I'm gonna make it. I can't describe that feeling of relief to be the last one on the plane. And clearly, I was standing out as the only tourist on board.
Are you a scientist?
No? Why you ask?
You look like scientist.
I'm just a tourist.
A tourist?
Yeah.
No way.
You don't believe me?
Maybe.
Whew. Chilly. Well, I've just arrived in Barrow. It's like 3 p.m. right now. It's freaking dark.
Welcome to Barrow.
You Ace?
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro?
How's it going?
This is Ace. He was born and raised in Barrow and offered to take me around for a few days. Oh, you got a nice truck. Sweet.
Oh, shoot.
I just ate shit.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be slick.
Yeah, I came from Phoenix. We don't follow the ice in Phoenix, bro. Ow, that hurt my ass. We are starting our adventure by driving around to see some of the sights in town, and right away, I know that this is going to be a wild adventure. Behind me is a famous monument here called the Whalebone Arch. Those are literally jawbones of a whale. Pretty sure that's open sea, but it's all just frozen. This is a coffee house?
Yeah, so there's that. We got 2 of them right here.
Oh, you don't sit inside, you just take it in
Right,
the car?
yeah, a little coffee hut. Alaska is really known for their coffee huts.
Hi. Hi. What's going on? Thank you. Not only is Barrow the northernmost town in America, but it's also one of the coldest, darkest, and most isolated settlements on Earth. During the winter months, like right now, it rarely gets above minus 25 degrees, and it's completely dark outside for 30 straight days.
I really like to try and enjoy the moment of either the sunrise or the sunset, because you don't really get that here. Once in a while, I mean during the spring and fall, you'll get the sunrise and sunset. The winter, you don't see the sunrise because it never comes up. And then in the summertime, you never see it set because it doesn't dip below the horizon. It just circles all around.
It's so crazy, like whenever you see the sunrise at home, you're not thinking like, wow, this is such a special treasure. But if you live here in Barrow, it's so few times in the year that you actually see the sun going above or below the horizon. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
The location of Barrow is so incredibly remote. I am actually closer in proximity to Tokyo than I am to New York City. That is wild. The feeling I have outside right now is like, how am I in the United States of America? Everything feels so foreign. It's so cold, this town is so small. When you walk around, you see like Wells Fargo and Ace Hardware. I just saw your store over there, Ace.
Oh yeah.
American looking stop signs. And you're like, but this is America. It's like the weirdest feeling. Are you guys like proud Americans here?
Kind of.
Like mixed feelings?
Right, I mean, it's kind of our own country out here, you know.
It feels like your own country.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously like economical benefits of being part of the U.S.
Right, of course.
So that's kind of nice.
You know, I mean, we still, like, 4th of July is always a big thing. Even
nice.
here, we'll have 4th of July games,
oh, cool.
stuff like that.
There's also a few supermarkets, a police station, a hospital, a high school. Got good memories from there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A college, and about 5 restaurants in this town of 4,500 people. This is downtown. We have a Wells Fargo, we have the police station, and this is the local Native Corporation building. And here we are. We're standing right in the middle of downtown Barrow. Right. Barrow is so isolated that there are no roads connecting the town to other parts of the state.
The busiest time for the only paved road here in town.
Well, you wouldn't even know it's paved because
Right.
it's literally ice. And the ships cannot dock here because of the ice year-round. the one and only way that people here can get food, medical supplies, and Amazon packages is through the airport. If it wasn't for this airport, then people would literally starve to death. Above all, the people of Barrow are what makes this place so incredibly special. They're called Inupiats.
Full-blooded Inupiat, thank you.
How is their culture different than other Arctic natives around the world? So far, I've gathered that they have a great sense of humor, always cracking jokes, and they are very proud to be Inupiat.
You could have put $1 billion in front of me and told me that we're gonna send you to an urban city and you can't come back and do what you do. I mean, I'd live here broke and have a full freezer full of food and be the richest guy in the world with not a dollar in my account than living in a city with $1 billion. You couldn't convince me to move.
For more than 1,500 years, the natives of Barrow have survived off eating whales, polar bears, and walruses. While you may be a little surprised and upset to hear this, you must realize that they don't hunt them for fun. They hunt them for survival.
You know, it was a way of life, right? You had to do it to survive, regardless, right? You got to go out and get food. You know, tomorrow's not promised.
These weapons and the gun are still used today. We still use the same technology. We're not allowed to change that technology to hunt the whales we hunt now.
So you can't shoot it with anything else?
Nope, we're not allowed. Our government controls that, right? Our government keeps track of our quota. We fight for our quota. We're allowed so many whales a year, and we can't change the technology. This is for the harpoon. This one doesn't have no wings, so this one's for the harpoon where they throw.
Okay.
And then this has got wings, so it's one for the shoulder gun.
Is this just for whales?
It's still both for whales.
Both for whales, nothing else?
Yeah, nothing else.
Got it.
Unless you piss somebody off.
How do you feel about people when they say like, oh, you shouldn't be hunting whales? It's obviously part of your lifestyle.
Let's take their beef away. Let's take their chicken away. You know, it's our food too. It's something that we eat. We've been hunting it for generations and we want to continue hunting it, but we do it scientifically now. They check the health of the whales. They count them every couple of years. So our food source is monitored by the government, and scientific facts keep our quota in check. So, yeah.
One whale can feed how many people?
Yeah,
3,000.
3,000.
Almost the whole town.
Yeah.
It is so cold here that the houses are built on permafrost, which basically means that the ground is covered in ice year round. It's so cold here that the pipes for the plumbing have to go above the ground. If you own a car, like the majority of people here, then your engine must be heated or else it won't start.
We typically will see temperatures ranging from -20 to -40 Fahrenheit. So every car you'll see will have a plug-in, like this one. Mine does. Inside you'll have a 4-way box, so you'll have a plug-in for your engine block heater.
Is it running or it's heating it up?
Yeah, it's keeping it warm. Yeah, so that way you can start it and you won't damage your engine.
And the people often get stuck in the snow. You know him?
Yeah, I think that's Charlie.
Yeah, I got stuck. Did you pull me out? Yeah, actually. I was holding back after lunch. I slid past the stop sign and went straight into this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was funny. That happened a lot?
Oh yeah.
Shockingly, I came to find out that there are no bars due to alcohol abuse. However, it is not illegal to get high. So there's one weed dispensary here, because weed is legal in Alaska. So we're going inside to check it out. It's a nice big menu you have.
Yeah, we try to keep it pretty full.
So the plane brings the weed here?
Yeah.
I'm just shocked that you guys have a weed store here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty awesome. Just checking into my hotel here. If you ever wonder what a hotel room looks like in Barrow, Alaska, looks like this. Decent looking bed. We got a TV. They even got a little microwave, stove, kitchen. Guessing this is the bathroom. Nice and small. Not bad, I've definitely had worse. You know you're in America when the light switch looks like this. And it's not like the key card thing like you find in Europe. Big day of exploration tomorrow. Got a huge day planned. And I can't wait. This place is really interesting. Barrow, Alaska. Is this really America? How is it 8:30 right now? At least there are street lights so you can kind of see what's going on. Morning, bro. Oh, you're not here? Yeah, I'm 2 steps ahead of you, bro.
Oh, geez.
I've been shooting outside for like 10 minutes. I can't feel my fingers.
Yeah.
Is that
How's it going?
I'm an idiot. I didn't put gloves on.
Oh,
I was
no.
just running around for the last 10 minutes. We've rolled up to the one and only gas station here in Barrow. Filling up our tank. I'll get this tank.
Oh,
man.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
It's funny because right now it's 2023 and we still don't have a card machine for.
But you fill
for
up
that.
first and pay second.
Yeah, it's funny. It's very trusting. Forget your wallet. You just go in there. Hey, I forgot my wallet. I'll be right back. I'm like, oh, okay. See you later.
This has to be the most expensive gasoline in the country. $7.50 a gallon?
Yep, $7.30 right now.
Well, it only costs $200 to fill up the car and a little 5-gallon. We are getting ready to snowmobile to Point Barrow, the literal northernmost tip of the United States of America. What are some tips you suggest if I'm getting chased by a bear?
Trip the one in front of you.
Let's say be faster. Yeah.
Trip the one in front of you.
Are they faster than the machine?
No.
They
They
can-
can excel pretty quick. They can speed up
If you're
real
not
quick.
on it, if it's hungry, yeah, it'll stand its ground.
Yeah, definitely. It has no fear of man. Yeah, if he's hungry, he'll come.
With a wind chill as low as minus 35 degrees, a lot of preparations must be made.
Okay, so here's my dog. We'll try and get him to be calm here.
Hello. He's not gonna bite, is he?
No. You want to give him these treats, he'll kind of.
Hold on.
Me?
Yeah,
How do I give it to him?
just hand it to him.
Just hold the plate to him?
Yep, hold the plate and.
Sit. How do I sit?
Oh, like that?
Yeah, if you want to give it to him,
Like,
by hand. If
Oh,
you
by
can.
hand?
Yeah.
Here, let me help you out.
oh, sh
Hold on.
Oh my god, that's a big boy, dude. Oh, this is a really cozy house.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
It's okay.
Good boy.
Hey.
Hey, that's not
okay.
nice. Yeah, let's put him in the ashtray, please.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Stephanie.
Drew.
Nice
Pleasure to meet you.
This is like our living room, kitchen, and then it's like a studio kind of place in here. Our little
Oh, cool.
big kind of bedroom.
Yeah. Nice. You have Amazon Prime here?
Yes.
Prime?
Yep.
So it comes by plane.
Yes.
But it's not like fast shipping.
No.
So if I order something right now, if I want to order like a new camera, how many days until it's here?
I would give it like 2 weeks.
So it's not really Prime. It's just
Yeah.
more like Amazon.
You
'Cause
get
Prime-
free shipping sometimes, but a lot of times, a lot of the Prime shipping won't come up to here. It'll be too far out of their range, is what it'll say on the app. when Prime first came out, everything was free shipping. So I had tires. I'd be getting cases of Red Bull, cases of Powerade.
They're like these Barrow people. They're
Yeah.
$5 bucks right now.
Yeah, I think we cost them a few dollars.
I asked Ace for a face mask, and he pulls out this bin of all kinds of stuff. This goes over your whole head.
Yes.
Think I'm gonna rob a bank?
I wouldn't recommend it, but yes.
Getting all dressed up to go up north. Point Barrow. Oh, that's your gun. Can I see it?
Yeah.
So, what kind of gun is this?
This is
Shotgun?
a 4570. It's a lever action.
Damn.
Yeah, it got some weight to it.
I didn't really feel like I was in Alaska until I held this in my hand.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, if you.
But, like,
if you
damn, like-
Look, if you look into my little closet
Can I?
here. Yeah, yeah.
this is awesome, man. This is... Dude, don't hide this from me, man. This is what I want to see.
This, I call it my armory here. This is where I keep all my guns, rifles, handguns, ammunition. I mean, this is what I would typically carry out on the ice. Everyone here grew up with them, so they understand the dangers of them, the safety, what you need to be prepared with them. It's a different way of life, I would say.
I feel like I look like a idiot right now. Got the gun ready?
Yep.
Just in case?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright, my eyes are gonna freeze to death, but if you guys couldn't tell already, it's cold outside.
All right.
Ready?
We should be set.
Update, it's freezing. I can't feel my hands or my feet. I don't even know if this camera's working right now. It's covered in snow and ice. No polar bear so far? We are arriving. This pole behind me is the northernmost point in the United States. Holy shit, I'm freezing. This is such a cool moment. Gotta touch it. All right. Hi, Mom. I know you're warm in Arizona right now, but look where I am. You look so cold.
I'm actually pretty warm. Just my glasses are a little finicky. They used to have the old bone graveyard over here.
So do you enjoy living here in Barrow?
I do.
It's a cool place.
It is. It's home.
Is it hot? Yeah. Like too hot? Oh, hot tea. So good. This just turned off. Is that a bad thing? Due to the extreme cold and frost, both my camera and our snowmobile started to fail. That's how bitter cold it is out here, and we haven't even been outside for more than 30 minutes. We must act quick because staying out here stranded without a snowmobile could easily mean death. Yo, is everything okay?
Well, this one does not want to restart. I guess that would happen in the cold.
So we better get the out of here before that one.
That one will be fine. So what I'm gonna have to do is leave it here, and then after this, I'll go get a sled from my dad's house, pull this onto that sled, and then head back.
Thankfully, I'm with locals who know exactly how to navigate these situations. And sure enough, Ace's dad came to the rescue and picked me up while Ace hung back to swap snowmobiles.
$14,000 machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cadillac, man. Cadillac.
Do you think Ace will be all right?
You better be. You guys gotta go back out there and wait for him. What do they say? You can't fix stupid?
What's up, man? Did you have any problems?
Oh no, this one was good.
It is 2:52 p.m. and that little twilight is gone. It's dark. Let's jump back into what really makes Barrow so unique, and that is the indigenous people. The Inupiat culture here is so beautiful, and it reminds me of my time spent in the other Arctic settlements in Greenland and Siberia. They are shockingly similar. Although most locals here still refer to this town as Barrow, the indigenous name is actually pronounced Utqiagvik.
Yeah.
This name was adopted as the official name back in 2016. This goes to show how the natives here are setting the bar when it comes to preserving traditions and language. How can you say thank you?
Koyanakpat. Thank you very much.
How do you read this word right here?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah.
You can't read that?
Not too much. I wouldn't be able to pronounce it correctly.
I would pronounce it like this. Kiksikraski kunig inuagvinmunun. Another way the Inupiat people celebrate their culture is through the art of tribal tattooing, most notably with 3 vertical lines stretching from their lower lip down their chin.
Our word is kakinik. It's traditional tattoo.
So when you go to the lower 48 and you have that tattoo, what kind of things do people say?
I've had my tableron for about 12 years now, and I get more good compliments than, and people are just very curious majority of the time. I've only encountered a small handful of very awkward, things that people have said, we don't have the rest of the world as easily accessible to us like everybody else. Same with other societies, they don't have access to us, so they don't know about us. We're not mythical creatures. We might be mythical, but we are not creatures.
Life is so different up here than on the mainland, or as they call it, the lower 48. I just can't help but wonder, how do people have fun in a town with no malls, no movie theaters, and no bars, especially when it's dark outside 24/7 in the winter? We popped into this little diner place. What's it called?
Niggavikput.
Niggavic what?
Niggavikput.
Niggavikput.
Yep.
If you can say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
And it's very much a diner. This beef is definitely imported.
Yeah.
I guess because there's nothing to do here. I mean, there's not much to do here.
Right.
Eating is the thing.
Yeah.
And food here is not cheap. We're going to see what kind of crazy prices we can find in a supermarket in Barrow, Alaska. I mean, the supermarket here looks identical to the one in my neighborhood in Arizona, which is pretty cool. Got all the same products. 12 Dr. Peppers for 15 bucks. 1 Gatorade, $7. At home, this is about $1.99. Oh yeah, if you go to a gas station, is that unheard of for you?
Yeah.
32 bucks for some pizza. I just spotted coconuts. Ace, can I tell you something funny right now? So in a month, I'm gonna be in the Philippines, and this coconut will be 20 cents.
Oh my god. I can believe that. I believe that.
20 cents in the Philippines, and here I am in Alaska, and this is $10.99. So when people ask you, like, how do you not get bored?
You know what's funny? Actually, we just bought 2 board games today. That makes sense now.
Yeah, man. The whole time we were in the supermarket, Ace kept his car running because if he turns it off, then it could freeze, the battery could freeze. So how come 5,000 people are living in Barrow, this isolated land that is closer to the North Pole than it is to his own state capital? First off, the Inupiat Eskimos have lived in Barrow for more than 1,500 years, and there is evidence of it. And I say the word Eskimo because I quickly learned that it is not an offensive word to the people here.
We grew up known as Eskimos, Inupiat Eskimos. We have the northern Eskimos and the southern Eskimos. Inupiat is a word people. Inuit is a person.
But the word Eskimo is not offensive?
Call me no Tongan or Samoan because I'm an Eskimo.
You know, a lot of people take offense to that. You know, I take pride to that, man. Yeah. You know, just because, you know, they think that, you know, we're savages, you know, it's pretty badass to be, you know, labeled that, you know what I mean?
More than 60% of Barrow's residents are native Inupiat Eskimos, and the other 40% are a mix of mainland Americans and foreigners, mostly Asians and Pacific Islanders, who come here to make higher wages starting at $20 an hour. So you came from
Philippines?
Why did you come here the first time?
Oh, right here is like, you know, the paycheck is more than higher than lower.
But it's so cold here, bro.
I know, but the money is here.
Are there a lot of Filipinos here?
Yeah, it's kind of like 30% to 40% Filipinos already right here.
What? 30%?
Yeah.
Grew up in America some more all my life.
And so why the hell would you come to Barrow?
That's a good question, brother. You know, over here it's just working wise, living wise, it's good, you know.
And of course, where there are immigrants, they always bring with them their delicious food. Getting some lunchtime in the pitch black at Osaka restaurant. There is an Asian restaurant here. It's actually both a Korean and a Japanese restaurant. My 2 favorite cuisines. I was just in Japan like a month ago and dude, for real, it feels similar to Japan. How are you? Are you Japanese or Korean?
I'm Korean.
Oh, 한국말 조금 해요.
오, 잘하십니다.
영어 선생님 있었어요, 평택.
오, 그러셨어요?
Yeah.
You look like Korean too.
I don't think so. What is it like to live here?
I love Barrow.
Why?
Air is good. Compared to Los Angeles, think about it. Here air is clean, so quiet. Especially Barrow people. Good hot kimchi jjigae.
Amazing, thank you.
Oh, wow.
There is a sizzling bowl of kimchi jjigae that smells amazing, and when it's minus 20 degrees outside, there's nothing more I crave than this dish. So this is a bowl of kimchi soup, so there's a lot of pieces of kimchi inside of it, like this, but it's stew, so the kimchi's, it's not like raw.
Yeah.
And there's pieces of tofu, like this, big chunks of tofu, and there's this pork, I think this is pork. Yeah, and then there's like onions and just other kind of spices, and it's all mixed together. It's spicy. You like spicy?
A little bit.
You won't like it then.
That probably would be
it's overkill.
Would be a rough day for me.
Yeah. 맛있어요. When I'm here, I feel like I'm in Korea. When I'm eating this food. Yeah, the taste. 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
You guys have a nice day?
좋은 하루 보내세요.
네, 좋은 하루 보내세요.
Bye.
감사합니다.
좋은 하루 보내세요.
Thank you very much.
That was a surprisingly good meal, and honestly one of the best Korean restaurants that I've had outside of South Korea. We headed back outside into the frozen tundra, and I attempted to see something that's been on my bucket list forever, the Northern Lights. Until now, the closest I've ever been to seeing them is when I went to Siberia and my buddy Amar saw them out the plane window. Can you believe I've never seen them?
That's hard to believe. For me, of course, I live here, so I see them every day. You look straight here, you'll kind of see a little bit of a streak.
I do see the streak. Yeah, I see the streak.
It's very faintly. If you could whistle, like a loud, long whistle, you could bring them down closer, the noise.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's kind of like an old tale.
Well, yet again, it was another failure to see the northern lights, but this is just a lesson that not everything goes your way. If you are watching this and you've seen the northern lights, let me know where in the comments below so I can get more ideas for next time. Another interesting thing about Barrow is the oil industry, with nearby Prudhoe Bay, the single largest oil deposit in North America with 25 billion barrels worth. As you might imagine, that brings in a lot of jobs and wealth, but the oil supply is finite and will eventually run out. As the world turns to renewable energy, there is a looming threat of the oil industry moving out, which would cause an economic downturn. When you think about it, most oil-rich places around the world, like Dubai, can easily make up for this by boosting its tourism sector. But Barrow simply doesn't have the infrastructure for mass tourism. I mean, think about it. I'm the only tourist here right now, and the locals think I'm nuts, remember?
A tourist?
Yeah.
No way.
Alright, let's get real. It is time now for more food. But not just any dish. It's the whale meat that I've been eager to try since learning all about it. Ace's family kindly invited me over to their house for a delicious home-cooked meal. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm Drew.
I'm Carolyn.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Ace and his family are such incredible hosts, and I can already tell that this is going to be a very memorable evening.
Fish is another staple up
Yeah, of
here.
course.
So it's called whitefish. There's 4 types of whitefish in our region up here.
Do you eat the fish raw like sashimi?
This is gold here. This is remember I said the bearded seal?
Yeah, oh, that's what that is?
All the meat is dried and turned into oil. It's been dried, been hung outside on a meat rack for weeks. The oil is from the blubber of the seal.
Black gold. My mom, I'm the only one of her kids that love this, so she asked my neighbor, who was not native, can I please hide this in your freezer? Because if you don't let me, my daughter will eat it all.
Explain to me the process.
I'm just cutting it with a knife.
What
this
is-
is cooked and this is not cooked.
That's
Not
So-
cooked means it's raw.
So pink is the natural color of a
Kind
whale.
of. Depends on the size of the whale.
This is whale too?
Yes, whale meat, yes. That's the outside layer of the whale, right? That's
Skin.
you see the black whale?
That's the
This
skin.
is the very skin, that very outside of the
The
whale.
fin.
The skin. You just cut this like butter and throw a little salt on it and eat it. You always peel the bottom layer off because that's the only part that your body doesn't digest.
Is it healthy?
Oh yeah, that's what keeps you warm in the winter around here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the blubber is what keeps you Eskimos warm.
Thank you again. Thank you so much for having me
now,
over. This is a great experience.
We love to
a little chunk of heart
That's
from
a
the
heart?
whale.
Whale heart.
Yes, you're
Ooh,
gonna.
How big is the whale heart?
300 some pounds, honest to God. A 40-foot whale will have a 350 pound heart. They have humongous hearts.
Did you know that?
Oh yeah, I cut them up.
This would be considered an extremely bizarre dish anywhere in lower 48.
Oh yeah.
If you went to any other state and said, I'm gonna prepare you this big whale dinner, they would all be like, no.
All right, sit down, move your cameras.
All right.
Everyone's gonna say a prayer, we're gonna eat.
Thank you, Lord, for this food we're about to eat, and we thank you for the whales that gave their lives to feed us. We thank you for the whalers, the cooks, and the butchers. Lord, we thank you for this nourishment that is the purest food on earth. And we thank you, Lord. Amen.
Amen. You dip it in the oil of the
Seal oil, yes. Whitefish.
Whitefish.
The oil is so pure. They did a study. Whale oil, seal oil is so pure.
I don't know, are you okay with salt, Drew?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with however you're okay with it.
Do you want a Sprite or water or tea? Or...
None of that right now. You gotta put that camera down and eat some of it.
Mmm. Delicious. I've had a similar taste in Siberia. I don't think it's the same exact fish, but they definitely don't dip it in that oil.
Seal, bearded seal.
I don't really know what a bearded seal is.
It's a big, long, white, bearded seal. It's a much bigger than a harbor seal. You see these small little seals?
This is the big boy.
Yeah, this one is a big boy. He's like a sea lion.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Bearded seal. It's pretty tough. I didn't want to admit it, but the taste of that seal smothered in its oil was absolutely the most difficult thing I've ever had to swallow in my life. And I've eaten some pretty crazy things. The taste is not bad, it's just tough. Oh yeah, that's meaty.
You got that on film.
Try the una, like the cook part.
My first bite of whale in my life.
Bowhead whale.
Bowhead whale. Chewy. On the other hand, the whale was surprisingly delicious. Not that extreme taste.
No, because you didn't put salt on it.
Pretty good.
The Southern Eskimos, they use mustard. They use soy sauce.
Whale heart. Different texture, different taste. Much different taste.
Close to a beef heart, because it's a mammal. A whale is a mammal.
So it's just like this, but that's raw. Yep.
Raw whale.
Eskimo whale.
This was downright the chewiest thing I've ever put into my mouth. Oh my god.
You only chew down 3 times and then swallow it. You're not
I'm trying to chew to the very end.
No,
and
no.
now it got stuck in my teeth.
Oh no, yeah.
Ace was just making fun of his dad for being the biggest ice cream connoisseur known to man. So you can guess what we were having for dessert.
Not my favorite brand, but
Different brand.
Yeah, that's not gonna fit too well on your ice cream rack here.
Yeah.
You have to start it.
Blue Bunny is my favorite brand. Yeah, I haven't been able to get it lately.
Why not?
It's just not available at the store. Yeah.
Planes aren't taking it in?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm one of those that consumes more ice cream than he should. As you can tell right here.
Thanks for dinner, man.
You bet.
I owe you.
Yeah, buy me a beer.
I'll see you tomorrow at the
Hey,
airport.
man. Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. You
Awesome
bet.
experience. Yeah, appreciate that.
Too bad you didn't see a bear.
Yeah, next time.
You and Anita ride back. You would have run all the way.
What an amazing experience that dinner was. And I keep burping up that bearded seal. I'm not joking. That was probably the most intense flavor I've ever had. Coming here is like a full-on adventure. It's not a vacation. Don't expect fast Wi-Fi or conveniences or chain restaurants that you've heard of. None of that exists here. It's raw, it's cold, it's beautiful, the nature is stunning. There's a lot of nothingness and stillness, and that's the beauty of coming up to Barrow.
Now we're gonna head to a town that you won't believe actually exists in America.
Do you guys hear that? The call to prayer. I just got goosebumps. I can't believe I'm in America right now. This is the only mosque in the entire United States of America that has permission to do the prayer on the loudspeaker. What's it like to live here?
It's good, I like it. You know, everybody's kind of like from the same kind of culture.
We always come here because we feel just like we feel home. This is home here for us.
They're all Arabs, so you feel like you're at home.
You feel good. You go wherever you want. Nobody's bad you.
The people here are like very nice.
There's a great food scene. It's really lively, especially in the nights of Ramadan.
So, why Michigan? As you know, Detroit is the birthplace of America's auto industry, dating back to the early 20th century. The big three of Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler have attracted blue-collar workers from all over the world. But why Muslims? Legend has it that Henry Ford once met a Yemeni sailor at a port and told him that his auto factory jobs are paying $5 a day. The sailor spread the word, leading to a chain migration from Yemen and other parts of the Middle East, like Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq, to Michigan. And they came in very large numbers, bringing their food, their values, and their traditions with them. The first mosque ever built in America was right here in Detroit. And the community is rapidly growing as conflict remains in the Middle East. The Muslims of today can mostly be found in Dearborn and Hamtramck, the two suburbs that I visited in this Ramadan story. It is currently 11:58 p.m. and I'm on my way to a suburb of Detroit called Hamtramck, which is the only Muslim majority town in the United States of America. As you guys know, I love Islam. I've spent a year and a half of my life traveling through Muslim majority countries, the Middle East, North Africa, the Arab world, and I love it. Especially as a Jew, I've come to really love the religion. And I've always wanted to visit Hamtramck, and I've realized that there's no better time than Ramadan. So tomorrow, or 1 minute from now, starts the first day of Ramadan, where Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset every day for the whole month. They pray a lot, they reflect, and I will actually be fasting myself. Starting right now, I will not be eating the whole day as I take you through this incredible community in Detroit. Believe it or not, this is my very first time in Detroit, Michigan. I've been to 49 states and all the big cities in this country, but I've never been in Detroit. I'm about to meet my friend Jessica, who's a local friend. There she is! Hey!
Nice to finally meet you.
Good to see you.
Okay, this is my little sister. That's my cousin.
Hi.
So they're gonna be coming with us to dinner. So I was like, well, might as well bring them. I'm so excited that you're here. I get to show you around.
Jessica and I go way back many years on Instagram. I think we originally connected for my love of Lebanon when I was there back in 2017. Much like other people in this town, Jessica is a first-generation American. Her family comes from Lebanon, and word has it that there will be a Lebanese feast to break the fast at the end of this video. Don't miss it. You guys are all fasting, right?
My stomach has growled like 5 times already, so.
How are you feeling?
About the same. I'm just thirsty. That's it, really.
You tried to drink water.
Yeah, I actually, in the airport, I have a full bottle of water, which is unopened, and I was just about to open it. So you don't brush your teeth?
No, yeah, of course, yeah, I do.
With water?
Yeah, you just spit it out.
There are some people that would argue.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be staying like 7 feet away from everyone today. So we're on our way now we're gonna end up in Dearborn Heights, and then we're gonna end up in Dearborn.
Right now, it doesn't look very Arabic. It looks pretty suburban, Midwestern town.
You'll start to see there's a lot of Arab-owned businesses over here as well. Meat markets.
Ooh,
that are
I just saw a hookah lounge.
Golden Bakery, see a little bit of Arabic there. We're gonna take you to get some batlewa right now. So when you get invited to iftar, you're supposed to bring
stuff.
You guys are supposed to bring some stuff. So what we're gonna do is go and grab some batlewa, some desserts, and bring it over.
I was in Iran last week, and I have this baklava from Iran that's still in the package, and I brought it here. I think that's a pretty good gift. Right?
That is that's gonna put us all to shame.
So these are all Muslims, like this whole,
I would say yes, majority of them.
Is there like Jews here, like a lot of Jews? Not in Dearborn or different?
I wouldn't.
Well, there's one more in Dearborn now. Jess and her friends have taken me to a supermarket, which is all Arabic foods.
Wanna try ketchup chips?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
In America, we would never put ketchup on chips, right?
I know, with good reason.
Hookah corner. I love shisha. I definitely want to have that later.
That does not look good. Is that a steak?
There's kebab flavored
kebab chips.
Yeah.
Are we really in America right now?
I not eat kebab.
We have falafel mix. Oh, thanks, bro. How you doing? Yo, Ramadan Mubarak.
I'm not surprised. Like, you're amazing. So there's Mahmoud. Have you had this before?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I love this. Okay, have you had this?
I love how you're freaking out right now. That makes me really happy.
This is so good. We have to try this.
Buy whatever you want. I'm buying all this, so just order.
Hey, Juju, in that case.
Yeah.
Can we go back for the malt drink?
She wants the...
Yeah, go. Go get whatever you want. This supermarket feels like Lebanon. Capri Sun. That's definitely not imported from the Middle East.
No.
We found the one and only American section in this market.
And Wild Wednesdays happen here.
Wild Wednesdays?
Yeah.
What is
it's like discounted.
Things can get pretty aggressive
Pretty
here.
heated?
If there's only one more cucumber, who knows?
Oh, dates. We definitely gotta get some dates. When I was in Saudi Arabia, which was my last country, in October last year,
That's right.
I went to some date farms and I had some delicious dates. So I would like to get some Saudi dates. That's what I would like.
So a big thing, at least for us, is like the guava juice, mango juice, especially pineapple juice.
I love your accent when you say the word pineapple. Pineapple.
Pineapple juice. You have like the Ramadan brain where you like want to eat everything.
That's a good term. I have Ramadan brain for the first time and I don't like, I'm so hungry right now. Time to check out.
It's my treat,
No,
you're
but
here.
you can pay for the other thing, so then it's even.
No, I'll pay for everything.
This is part 1 of Arabs arguing who's gonna pay.
Yeah. You can't come to an Arab place and not argue about who pays. You can't.
But I already said earlier I was paying and you said, okay, fine.
I lied. Simple as that.
Do you speak more English or Arabic with the customers here? Is it half and half?
More Arabic.
More Arabic? Some of them don't speak English? No, move. Get out of here. I got it.
Stop. Wallah, I can't believe
I think I got it.
I can't believe
I
you did
won.
that.
I won the battle. I won the battle. Walking through some of the neighborhoods here of Hamtramck. Simple place, you know. A little bit run down if I'm honest, but it has a lot of charm and character and I don't know, it's cool. This sign is entirely in Bengali. This is America.
I am Polish American, and so I still identify very heavily. I've worn most of these dresses over the years. I
Cool.
did Polish traditional dancing.
But Poland is, to my understanding, the vast majority of them are Christian or Catholic.
Correct. So I am a convert, and so my family's actually majority Catholic.
Did you convert because you're inspired by all the Islamic are the Muslims around this town?
No, I actually converted in college. And where can you go as a Polish American Muslim other than Hamtramck? There's really nowhere else. We have all of this stuff. I can get my pierogi on this corner.
Yes.
I have the adhan called outside. I hear the church bells where my dad went to school. You know, you have all of these things, and there's just nowhere else for me to be.
Shiba restaurant, is this also Yemeni?
Yes, we tend to always have two of the same restaurant very close to
Yeah.
each other, and then we argue very much about which one is better.
Abdul, Drew,
Good.
you look like you're in Yemen right now.
I'm from Yemen, yes.
Out of all the people I've seen here, you're the most traditional looking Yemeni. It's amazing, bro. Like, even your shoes, dude.
Yeah, because we going to the mosque, you know.
This beautiful mural behind me is really impressive. You have these trees that are the trees of Socotra, the really unique trees. Then you have these buildings here which represent Shibam, which I went to in Yemen. It's the most beautiful place. You have these mud bricks in the middle of the desert from the 16th century. They call it the Manhattan of the desert. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's one of the most beautiful settlements I've seen in my entire life. And it's so cool that I'm here in Michigan of all places.
I believe it was 2003 was the first Muslim was elected to city council here. And then we've just been building since then, and this year it was the perfect storm of people. It was the perfect storm of candidates, and everyone selected who they thought was going to be the best one, and we just kind of all happened to be Muslim. And we're all looking around like, did we just make history?
See the sign behind me, it says Hamtramck, the world in 2 square miles. That shows how diverse it is here. Are they Lebanese too?
Love this place. They have really good Mada'ish. They have a lot of bakery. Obviously, it's a bakery. They have bakery items.
Smells like food in here and I'm dying right now. But they have all kinds of delicious treats.
Oh yeah, this is basically all sugar. Like, you're trying to get diabetes, they have one of these.
Oh god.
You want some? You want some?
Those are really good. What's your favorite, man?
The correct answer is all of it, right? Surprise me. Surprise me. With your personal favorites, yes. Anything you can fit in that box. I trust you.
So في يعني بدك أشياء ثانية هذول يعني
No, huh? Yeah, that's good. Yes.
They're all speaking in Arabic and I'm lost in the conversation. How you feeling?
Alhamdulillah, أنا منيحة.
Alhamdulillah.
كتير.
Alright, life update. It's 4:49 p.m. I am absolutely starving. I haven't had a sip of water yet today. And it's hard to fast. I'm glad I'm doing it. And I know it's gonna be a feast in about 4.5 hours from now. So we gotta wait till then. We have made it to the largest mosque in all of North America. And we're meeting Jessica's friend Bilal here.
Welcome to the largest mosque in North America. Please join me as we go over and through the Islamic Center of America.
Are you a licensed tour guide?
I am not.
You have like a radio voice.
The largest mosque in North America is adjacent to a church, a synagogue, the best pizza place in town, and a strip club.
You see how beautiful this is? Here the dome is?
Oh wow.
They have right here. Right here have Allah, God.
Dude, I was in Iran last week.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that, bro?
amazing, but it's like very similar stuff.
Really?
This place is huge, man.
It's the biggest mosque in North America.
Yeah, the dome is beautiful. I can't believe I'm in America right now. So, what's your name, bro?
My name's Adam.
Awesome, where are you from?
I'm from Dearborn.
What's it like to live here?
Oh, it's great. Like, a lot of diversity.
Which countries are your friends from, like their parents?
Mostly Lebanese. Most of them are Lebanese, some are Iraqi, Palestinian, you know, a little mix of everything.
Awesome, dude. Pleasure to meet you, bro. How you doing? Abdullah, and you are the mayor?
Correct.
Of Dearborn.
My hometown.
You're young, man.
Yeah.
How old are you?
32.
You gotta be one of the youngest mayors in the country.
Well, I don't know about the country. There's some younger.
How does it feel to be a mayor at 32 years old?
God is great. It's just, it's exciting to be in a position to give back to my hometown.
You're Muslim, right?
Correct.
How does it feel to be living here with so many Muslims?
The cool thing about Dearborn is it's uniquely diverse. And so yes, we are home to the largest concentration of Arab Americans and Muslim Americans. But the community is just so diverse and it's welcoming. It's cool to walk around and a name like Abdullah is not seen as something odd. It's the norm.
Is it a challenge to be the mayor of because, you know, part of it's so Muslim, but also part of it's not?
And being Muslim, growing up in a Muslim household, drives my values, and my values drive my decision making.
Right.
But I'm mayor for all. It doesn't matter what ethnicity, what race, what religion, what direction in which you pray.
Sure.
You know, you're trying to improve the quality of life for people who live in all 4 corners of our city.
Finally, after a long 24 hours of not eating or drinking, it was time for iftar, or breaking the fast. We've arrived at Jessica's friend's house, and I could not be more excited. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Drew.
Andrew.
How are you?
I hug, you shake.
Oh,
I don't know, whatever
I
you
hug too. I almost drank a sip of water. She's like, no, you can't do that.
I know. Once you get
Oh my
over
god,
the hump,
hummus plate looks
we
fantastic.
got hummus, and I got hummus with ground beef.
Potatoes, garlic, and a little bit of spice on top. You can't go wrong.
Are you from Lebanon or
I
your
am.
parents?
My parents
Your
are.
parents are?
So we make a knifa cookie at my bakery, and it's the best. It's a cookie and a knifa at the same time. It's delicious. And then these are from a local. She does these dates. You know, it's Ramadan. It's delicious.
Oh,
And then we got a
definitely.
bunch of stuff for you here, so we can all dig in after.
Cool. It's hard to not eat
It
for
is
a full
hard.
day.
Going till now, till 8 o'clock, and this is actually good. Before, a couple years ago,
10 o'clock
it was
is
like
later.
9 o'clock,
Yeah.
9:30. That's a long day.
How hungry are you?
I'm pretty fine, honestly.
The moment you hit the 30 minutes before iftar, you lose all hunger, and time becomes an infinite line where you don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not hungry at all. I'm so hungry.
8:06.
Should we do a countdown like New Year's Eve?
6 minutes.
Is iftar like every night this epic, or is this just the first night? Is this epic?
With my mom. With my mom.
It can be pretty epic.
Every time like you crave something, you just have to have it.
Got
Like
it.
it's always gonna make the table.
How hungry are you
I'm
right
like
now?
focusing on what I should put first.
I love that you guys are all so Lebanese, but you're so Midwestern. Like your accents are just so thick. I think it's amazing.
I'm gonna be a savage tonight.
There's a strategy to this. You gotta go in with a strategy. You can't just show up to iftar like, oh, I'm just here. No, you gotta have your plate. What are you gonna eat, Drew?
Everything?
At once?
Everything at once.
I believe in you.
The danger of Ramadan is the mother, the cook, the chef eats last every time. Look at her. It's 2 minutes away.
Yeah. She's scrambling. She's scrambling.
Let's go.
Now I gotta remember what goes first. Bread. Yeah, we could've.
Oh my god, look at this table. We are just about to eat. Everybody hungry?
Yes. That's all set. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna put it here. Let me go get the best part.
Oh my god.
Drop it like it's hot, baby. Let's go.
Roasted cauliflower salad with a tahini dressing. You got the meatballs stuffed with lamb. This is a mashed potato, ground beef, puff pastry, eggplant with kafta, fatteh. We went vegetarian this time because we didn't know if we'd like the tongues. We got lamb with rice, traditional roasted red pepper paste with kafta, fattoush,
Can't forget the fatouche.
and kibbeh. And we're good.
Wow.
And we got vegetarian kibbeh.
Thank you.
God bless this food that we are about to eat and bless everyone that's on this table. This is what Ramadan is about. It's about breaking fast and being with people that we love, people that we just met, people that we've known for our whole life. So God grant us God consciousness, and God please grant us peace, health, and good food. I think I want I love lentil soup. It's delicious.
I don't even know what to eat, man.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, they use like 1/3 that, isn't it? Mixes their
The bubba.
This hummus is so good.
I don't think you realize how incredible this moment is for me right now. I absolutely love Arabs and Islamic culture. They are my people. Yes, even as a Jew. The last time I had iftar or breaking the fast was in the Maldives when a beautiful local family invited me in their house and we shared jokes and laughter. And that's what Ramadan is all about. Connection, community, and happiness.
The meal is over. We are all super full, and now the tea is being poured, the chai.
And you know you gotta pour all the way to the top. If you don't go all the way up, they're gonna say you're cheap.
We got the sugar and the honey. Thank you very much. Shukran. Ooh, that is tasty. Just like I'm in Lebanon.
How was your first day of fasting?
Amazing. How was your first day of fasting?
It was very good. I look forward to the rest of Ramadan. I feel like it's good to give your body a cleanse and right.
I think this was one of the best starts to Ramadan in a long time. Family, friends, good food.
All thanks to this Pat. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Pat. Your food was so amazing.
The night is young. After iftar, everybody goes out and we go to the coffee shop.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Oh yeah, that hits the spot. Oh yeah, that's so good.
Absolutely phenomenal. You can never go wrong with Yemeni tea.
Please have a beer.
Dude, you look way more like a Haji there.
There you go.
What inspired you to open up this coffee shop?
Yemen is the birthplace for coffee. So when I decide, I moved to the United States, I see a lot of people, they love coffee. And when I try it, it's not the same coffee I was drinking back home. It's totally different. This is the idea was about it. It's just to build a bridge between different cultures.
After that delicious Yemeni coffee, we headed to the best ice cream shop in town.
This is kunafa. I warm it up and I use my custard. I use an ashta custard, which is like a Middle Eastern cream. I put some Arabic syrup on it with some pistachios. Kunafa sundae.
This is a Dearborn invention. You have kunafe with rose water custard on top of it. That's pretty cool, bro.
Thank you.
All right, let's try it.
Ready?
Pretty damn good.
Probably pretty good.
It's light.
It's really good. Yeah, I got the bottom, the warm bottom.
It's actually really good.
Anybody pay yet?
You're all set.
Dude, nobody's here. Let me pay.
hospitality.
We can't. Please.
No.
You guys are too nice, bro.
Dearborn, we're passing. That's it.
Thank you. Habibi, thank you. Our final stop of the day is a hookah lounge. Let's go smoke some shisha. Are you Somali? I knew you were Somali the moment I saw you.
Hey, I show my boys video every time to everybody that wants to go to Hargeisa or Somalia.
I always go to coffee shops or like shisha bars in the Middle East and they all feel like this, just like I'm in Lebanon. Wow. It is literally snowing outside. This is so freaking cool. What an incredible experience it's been out here in Michigan, Dearborn and Hamtramck. I learned so much about community. The people here are so amazing. It really takes me back to the Middle East, and it's so cool that I can be in my country and feel like I'm traveling in my favorite region in the world. Oh my God, this is so cool. Look at the snow.
My next stop is a place where the whole world lives side by side.
Queens, New York is the most diverse district in the world, with 47% of its 2 million residents being born overseas.
I'm from Pakistan.
I'm from Egypt.
I'm born North Korea.
Within a few square miles, you can hear more than 200 languages being spoken, and as someone who's been to every country in the world, this place is mind-blowing. I came here to meet the people, try the food, and discover what Queens is all about. Right off the 7 train, nicknamed the International Express, Jackson Heights has emerged as a magnet for Latinos, South Asians, Arabs, and many other nationalities.
Obrigado! Woo!
Within a 20-minute walk, you will pass by Little Colombia, Little Bangladesh, Little India, and fast-growing Nepali and Tibetan communities.
All these old men behind me, I'm 100% sure they're Tibetan. We just arrived and I'm looking around and I see so many different faces, colors, different hats, different outfits.
When we talk about New York City being a melting pot, there is no better neighborhood to visit than Jackson Heights, Queens.
You can see all the different flags above my head. Colombia, Peru, Paraguay, Qatar, Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador, Brazil, Japan, Argentina, Uruguay, Venezuela. Boom!
Ay, me encanta vivir acá.
¿Por qué?
Amo Jackson Heights.
¿Por qué?
Porque hay mucha gente satánica.
The first time that she or he jumped at my camera, I literally freaked out for a second. That's nothing to you?
That's not weird to me because
you're a New Yorker.
People like to dress up here. People like to have fun.
Well, I'm the naked cowboy.
What are you holding?
This is a pan, regular betel leaf.
This stuff is called pan and is found all over South Asia. It's kind of similar to betel nut in the sense that it's a stimulant to help keep the people going.
How does it make you feel when you eat that?
It tingles in your neck. Sorry about
I got a little piece there on my finger.
I'm sorry.
No.
Gives you a boost of energy, just a bit.
Over the years, I've tried some variation of pan in many different countries, but after watching this guy enjoy it right in front of my eyes, I couldn't pass up the opportunity.
It's kind of like a leaf, but it's like the eating one.
Would you do it with me?
I can do it.
Okay, cool. Show me last time I tried this, I was in Pakistan.
Okay.
And I remembered it being very strong. So why don't you just show me how to do it?
He just put the little bit katta, and then now he just put the a little bit soft. Then he's gonna put a little bit chalia and kishmish, all that is like a little bit turmeric and a little bit saffron.
This is all over South Asia.
Yeah. Yep.
And you chew it as like a hobby, like people smoke cigarettes and people chew this.
Yep, it's like a little bit like a healthy stuff. You know,
It's not harmful.
It's not harmful.
And AJ has no idea what's going on, but he's gonna try it. He looks very paranoid.
I'll try anything.
Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shukriya, Abu.
Now, break it in. Okay.
My heart
now,
is pounding.
Put it in your mouth.
Where do I put it in my mouth?
In your mouth. Just in it like
Just
put
chew
it in
it
your
like
tongue
gum.
and chew it like a gum.
It doesn't f you up.
It's
No,
candy.
it's just candy.
Yo.
In my mouth and chew it.
It's candy. It's sweet.
It's very extremely sweet.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a candy bar.
Not really. It tastes like tree leaves, branches, mint, and really weird sweet things all in one. Man.
I know you.
I just chewed some bond, man.
Oh yeah, I was also going there.
Yeah, you're going to chew it?
Yeah. My name is Khan, and I'm from Bronx. Yeah, like Queens it's the largest borough in the New York City, and you can travel for like hour and 2 hours inside the Queens, and it's not going to finish. It's so big, so I will be just eating half of it. It's good. It's sweet.
It's a very strong taste.
Actually, they can make it more rich, but they don't make it more rich because of the people over here are not used to such rich flavor, like putting up cardamom and putting up other things. I will pay, bro.
I will pay.
No, he's my friend. Don't worry.
I will pay, man. You treat me like I'm in Pakistan.
Yeah, he knows me. Don't worry. I got it.
How much?
These are free for you.
No, man.
You see, you can't beat us. You can't beat us the hospitality. He is also from Pakistan, and he used to be the #1 singer in Pakistan.
Really?
राह चलते हुए अक्सर रही हो जैसे. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a tip. It's a tip. Haha, I got away with it. For those of you who aren't familiar, New York City is divided into 5 districts called boroughs. From the skyscrapers of Manhattan to the hipster vibes of Brooklyn, the greenery of Staten Island to the mean streets of the Bronx, it is Queens that stands out as the ultimate borough to experience the multicultural flavor of New York City. We find ourselves at the crossroads of Diversity Plaza, which the mayor of New York calls the epicenter of culture, community, and vibrancy. We got Pakistan news, we got Urdu Times. So tell me about Jackson Heights.
So it's crowded. You're gonna see a lot of brown people, majority like Indians and Bengalis, but then you also see Chinese, Nepali, all types of people, you know?
Do you think New York City is the best city in the world?
No doubt about it, 100%.
We made our way onwards to a random Pakistani restaurant to see what kind of goodies they're cooking up. AJ has probably never had Pakistani food, and I hope your stomach is strong.
It's not.
We're in the kitchen here at Kebab King, and it is a food paradise. They have all of my favorite foods from South Asia, all mixed in one place. Lassi, kebab, biryani.
Everything is fish here.
I'll have chicken biryani.
How many?
One. Can we get some of these samosas too?
And one veggie samosa?
Yes.
22.25.
The sign behind me is Bangladeshi, Nepali, Indian, Tibetan, Pakistani, all of that in one sign. Bangladesh, bro. You from Bangladesh? All right, this is mango lassi.
What is this?
It's like a yogurt drink. How good is that? It's really good for your stomach too.
That's delicious. It tastes like syrup.
We got our Pakistani food. AJ, they didn't give us utensils. That means you eat with your hands. Have you done that before?
Yes, in Ghana.
Good.
Actually, it's been a few years.
You literally,
oh my God.
you literally just kind of like massage it and then you
massage it.
Yeah, it's really hot. But you make like a little ball and then you. Go ahead.
Massage the rice. Little ball.
It tastes better because you connect with the food when you kind of like.
Oh, it's actually very good.
It's good, right? So you kind of get a piece of chicken, get a piece of rice.
What's this one here?
That's like just a regular kebab.
I am.
Feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
And lastly, we have samosa. You know, this is.
I've heard of it.
In India, they have it. It's like a wrapped vegetables or chicken, whatever. So you just kind of bite it. You're gonna love this one. Bite the corner. Man, I feel like we're in Pakistan right now. Look at us. I hope your stomach can handle this.
Well, see. My stomach is hurting.
What the hell is that? That is awesome. Got 3 unicycles. What's it like to live in Queens? Tell me.
It's awesome, man. I've been growing up here my whole life. It's one of the most diverse neighborhoods. You know, you got Chinese food, Asian food, you know, Japanese food, Korean food down the block. You got all the South Asian community here. So you got like Indian, Pakistani, Bengali food. And you go a couple blocks up, you got all Hispanic food, Colombia, Mexico, you know, Peruvian food, whatever you need. Like Queens is the place to be, man.
What he just said blows my mind. Like within a few blocks, you can have food from like 30 different countries.
Literally. Jackson Heights is the most diverse place in the world, in my opinion. I speak like 4 languages. I speak Urdu, Bengali, English, and a little bit of Spanish.
Maybe 5 or maybe 6, you know.
So casually, they're like, yeah, 5 languages, like no big deal. Let me guess. English, Pashtun, Dari, Farsi.
Yeah, English, Pashto, Dari, Farsi, yeah. But Farsi is a little bit different than
Urdu,
yeah.
I know all about this.
And a little bit Hindi, you know what I'm saying?
1 square mile in reality is according to 160 languages, 160 like ethnicities here.
How does it make you feel to be surrounded by so many different?
Oh, I'm lucky, man. I know it's dirty, it's loud, and it's crowded, but very few people can say that. You can literally be around 160 types of people, dialects, cultures, religions.
So how does it feel to grow up in such a diverse neighborhood?
Amazing. I mean, it'd shake me forever. I mean, I wouldn't live anywhere else but here in Queens.
Yeah, when I'm here, I really feel like I'm in South Asia. It's cool, man. If you are wondering why Queens became the world's most diverse district, it is because during the time when lots of immigrants came to the city in the 1800s, rent and housing prices were a lot cheaper than in Manhattan or Brooklyn. These immigrants, largely of the working class, wanted to enjoy more space and a touch of suburban life while still living close by. As New York City grew, so did Queens, and these micro-communities became magnets for future arrivals, where people speak their language, share their traditions, eat their food, and are helpful in finding work. To continue our journey across the world's most diverse district, we made our way to the lovely Hispanic town. Like when you're walking around Colombia or Mexico, you will see these exact stalls selling phone cases like this.
We are turning onto Roosevelt Avenue.
And under the subway. I love it already. Look how much action is around us, man. Street food, shops, bakeries. Bro, as we've been walking, I'm noticing a change from Hispanic communities to South Asian. We have Nepali restaurants. That's what it is here. It's been only like 10 minutes, by the way. It's time to head to Little Manila because nothing makes me more excited than being around Filipinos and eating their delicious food. Mabuhay from the Philippines! AJ wanted to join me on the adventure, but I told him to take it easy because that betel nut and Pakistani food was still sitting heavily in his stomach.
I don't know what I was thinking. My eyes are bigger than my stomach. I was just like nom 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 nom.
I'm the only non-Filipino around me in all distance right now, everywhere I look. Let's go into the supermarket called Phil-Am. This is all Filipino food. Instant coffee, Filipino classic. Oh, pandesal is my favorite. This is like cinnamon bread. So good. So the argument is like, you can get everything here. If you're Filipino, you don't have to go to the Philippines. Literally everything can be found in the shops. It's pretty cool. Filipinos make up one of the fastest growing ethnicities in the United States, and one of their hubs is New York City. They started arriving at Ellis Island more than 120 years ago. Many came here to study in universities, while others came over as caretakers and domestic helpers. Nowadays, Filipinos dominate the healthcare sector in New York City, and these blocks known as Little Manila really feels like I'm being transported back to the Philippines. You guys probably know my love for the Philippines. I've been with Deanna for 7 years. She's from there. I spent at least 2 years of my life there on 50 different trips, and it's really cool to be walking around Little Manila here in New York and see the similarities and bring me back to a piece of my heart that is the Philippines. Gotta love the red ribbon. Oh yeah. This is the part of the United States that I connect the most with, are these ethnic diasporas around the country. It's so cool to see how it's a melting pot of cultures. They really stick together. People of different nationalities, they open up restaurants, they have schools, and they have things that remind them of home. What are you making?
This is quack.
What does that mean?
This is quail egg.
And tell me about, what is it like in Filipino town, like Little Manila?
Oh, it's just like you're back home. Everybody speaks Tagalog.
To me, it's like experiencing home in America, really, essentially. So I love it here.
I literally feel like I'm standing on the streets of Manila right now with this guy. He's making some street food. How would you describe Little Manila in one word?
Masaya. That means happy place.
Happy place. In this little cafe, it's great. They got street food, they got all the kind of things here, Filipino. Oh, you dip it in the vinegar. Oh.
So good.
Oh, sweet. Kind of tastes like bubble tea.
It's the, you know, boba?
Yeah.
Tea? But this is not a boba tea. This is like herbal tea. It's like with jelly.
You had it growing up? It's so cool.
What do you think is the flavor?
It's kind of like sugar flavor. What are you making?
This is chicken barbecue.
Not isaw.
Not isaw.
Do you make isaw too?
Yes, I have pork isaw. Chicken isaw is not allowed here in New York, so we don't sell.
What do you mean it's not allowed?
It's illegal.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. So most of your customers are Filipino?
Yes, mostly, like maybe 90%.
We're 90%.
I cannot pass up the opportunity to try Jollibee, the iconic fast food chain of the Philippines, serving up fried chicken, sweet spaghetti with hot dogs, and mango peach pies. I wonder if the taste lives up to what I can find in Manila, and by coincidence, I bumped into two locals, an Afghan, Austrian, and French Caribbean who are here to give me the rundown.
Look at this, a tub of fried chicken.
Queens is the best spot. What I love about Queens is like because it's such a diverse place, we really have like the bastardization of cuisines, which is kind of amazing. You have things like taco dumplings, ramen burgers, like two different cultures meshing into one.
You meet amazing people, you know, people with like crazy background, you know, like upbringing. This is the best fried chicken fast food in New York City.
I would say so, yeah.
I got brothers, you know, who give me, you know, a bit of for that, but it's just it's superior than Popeyes.
It's so good.
You know, it's just superior than KFC. I'm sorry.
It is, yeah.
So,
are you ready for a treat?
Uh-oh.
You've never tried Jollibee?
Yeah.
Are you Filipino?
Yeah.
Really? You've never tried it?
I'm not fond of it, and then when I saw it, I thought, really?
So good.
You have to try it. It's amazing.
So good.
You're the first Filipino I've ever met that has not tried Jollibee.
I know. All my relatives are crazy.
You were making Jollibee before Jollibee.
Yeah, that's right. She's the OG Jollibee. I just want to say that this meal is so good. The spicy chicken joy tastes exactly like you will find in the Philippines. The famous
really
peach mango pie. Oh, man. I don't even know what's in here, but it's freaking good. That was such a cool experience to eat a Filipino fast food restaurant with a black French Caribbean guy and an Afghan Austrian guy, and just enjoying and appreciating the place that we're in, the diversity, the culture, the melting pot. Man. Whoa. Oh yeah, the airports, both of them are in Queens.
Now we are heading closer to East River towards Astoria, home to the second largest Greek population outside of Greece, but lesser known for its Egyptian enclave, which is tucked away on Steinway Street.
Welcome to Little Egypt in Astoria, a different part of Queens. You can see all the restaurants and shops are Egyptian. You have Arabic writing on the walls. You have sugarcane juice, which is actually my favorite in Egypt. I'm gonna cut to that scene right now. We're thirsty, and so we've gone to a sugarcane shop, which is right in front of me. Fresh, sweet, and delicious.
This is a Mediterranean street, most of Egyptian, Moroccan, Algerian. So it have all the stores, supermarket, restaurant, coffee shops, all Mediterranean stores.
Where are you from?
I'm from Egypt, close to Cairo.
You speak Arabic with most people here?
Most of the people, they come and speak Arabic. Yeah.
I love how when you walk in here, you can hear the Quran on the TV. I feel like I'm in Egypt now when I hear that, man.
We have the section for the nuts and all kind of beans.
Full.
The butter. We got all the frozen vegetables. It's coming from Egypt.
Nice.
We have the falafel,
Nice.
beans, no hummus.
How much is this?
This is for free for you.
No, man, come on. You don't gotta give me anything for free, bro.
Fresh chicken.
This is delicious, man. Straight from Egypt to New York. Are you sure you don't want any payment for this?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this is like a gift.
Egyptian hospitality.
A welcome gift. Egyptian hospitality.
Shukran.
You're welcome, man.
Afwan.
You're welcome anytime.
My theory stands. Muslim people are the nicest in the world. They don't let you pay for anything. Nowhere else did I go in New York where they just gave me free stuff until I came to Queens and met Muslims. chilling here at a hookah place with my new friend Islam. Where in Egypt are you from?
Cairo.
Cairo. I love Cairo, man. So many things happening. Khan Khalili Market.
Yeah.
Tell me about this street. Like, it's all Egyptians here, or what's happening?
No, Egyptian people, Indian people, Bangladesh.
Manhattan's too busy, man.
Too busy, too traffic, too noise. Now it's fresh.
In Manhattan, one hookah is like $40. Here is like what, 20 or 10?
20.
Half price.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, shukran, habibi. Thank you. You want to start it? There you go. You have lungs of steel. Thank you very much. All right, now it feels like I'm in Egypt. Get the shisha going. New York, baby, Queens. Do you have Egyptian nightclubs here?
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
It's here.
Oh, really?
2 block.
You know, someone who's traveled and been to every country, it's so cool to just walk around the streets of Queens and connect to so many different places and cultures, and I love it here. Our next stop is none other than Koreatown, but not that touristy Koreatown in Manhattan. The one here in Queens is a lot bigger and feels a lot more like Korea, and it's all the way out in a neighborhood called Flushing. I am joined by my North Korean friend, Seolhyun, who recently moved to New York City.
Thank you so much for making your time available.
Of course, of course.
You cannot describe Korean people without karaoke. So everywhere you go, there is like tons of big karaoke every like 100 meters away. So
Just like right there, happy karaoke.
Yeah.
This Koreatown is far superior to the one in Manhattan. I mean, it's all Korean. You can see the street signs are all Korean. The people are all Korean. It's all just Korean born and Korean American people living here, enjoying their life. It's like a breath of fresh air. We made our way into a little hole-in-the-wall Korean bakery, which seriously gives me vibes of being in Seoul. This cafe is so Korean. Got Korean writings on the walls. All the desserts and pastries are all super Korean. I'll have a vanilla latte. Vanilla latte 하나 주세요.
small size.
What do you think she would say if you told her you were North Korean? What do you think she would say?
Maybe just I think that's simple and like that's all.
Would you tell her that you're from North Korea to see her reaction? I have a question for you. What do you think about North Korea? You don't?
Never thought about it.
She's from North Korea.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Interesting. Is she the first North Korean that you met in your life? She's the first one?
그런 사람 만나본 게 처음이시냐고. First time.
Oh, you're the first one? Really?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Right?
저는 한국 연예인인 줄 알았어요. So like she's saying that like South Korea looks like
Yeah, and speaking same the South Korean. 반갑습니다. Thank you. Tell me about your childhood in North Korea.
In North Korea, we do not have that much freedom. Like starting from Monday to Thursday, all you do is gonna just study.
You went to elementary school, middle school, and high school in Pyongyang?
Yes.
And when did you leave?
So my father, he was a high-ranking economic officer.
You went to China and he took you with him?
Yes, so like the diplomats and those like businessmen can take one of their children, but there's a condition that you must leave one of the family members in North Korea as a hostage. So at that time, my brother was a hostage and they took me at the beginning, and then like a year later, we swiped from brother.
You were already in China and then you decided, I don't want to go back to North Korea?
So like at that time, the core entire family was in China. My mom, dad, I, and my older brother. Throughout the like so many tragedies happened inside of North Korea, and to our close ones, my friends, yeah, we realized that it is not worth to go back.
If you go back to North Korea now, they will kill you.
Oh, of course, public execution is unavoidable. The higher you're on the loop, the severe punishment you're gonna get. We do have relatives there.
Are you worried because of your TED Talk, because of this video, are you worried that they're going to be executed?
From my understanding, some of them are already sent to political prison camp.
Really? In the US, you're not scared of, nothing can happen to you here. I think it's pretty safe here.
Yeah, I think, I'm pretty safe. And then there's a protection from the government here, so.
No, it's okay. For me?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure.
You're very nice. You're very nice. Thank you. She gave this to you.
For me?
Yeah.
감사합니다.
So it is like really Korean over here.
It is, yeah. There, you definitely can see lots of the like Korean letters from here, and then Korean bank.
Yeah, the bank.
And the hospitals here. So like that's very typical Korean town. So Drew, I'm gonna take you to my favorite Korean mart. It's called Hanarum Mart, H Mart in short abbreviation. But the full name of the H Mart is Hanarum.
Hanarum. Let's go inside.
Yes.
Wow, look at all these products.
I know. So these like rice cookers are also very popular in North Korea.
Rice is cheap, so I think everybody in North Korea eats rice.
Because they don't have many options to consume, that's why.
In Korea, they have a lot of wet markets, so they have like fish like this in the tank.
Yeah, this is like wild red shrimp, but this is such a big, but like North Korean version. It's very tiny, small, but it is so tasty. The most I miss is that like North Korean shrimp and the crab. I never tasted the exact same thing like in America or South Korea.
I didn't know that the crab and the shrimp is so good in North Korea. Maybe I'll have to go back and try it.
Well, do you think that's worth it?
Maybe. I don't know. Everything in here is so Korean, and it brings me back to my time in Seoul. Like this vitamin 500, I used to drink this every morning before school. Look at all these products. It's so bizarre. All imported from Korea. We have found the kimchi section.
Okay.
So you ate some kimchi as a kid?
Yes, of course, every day at home, and then I still having kimchi. Each region has their own style of making kimchi. So like northern part of North Korea has their own style, and then Pyongyang area has their own unique style.
Do you think any of the kimchi here is like North Korean style, or it's all South Korean?
I would say like they are all South Korean style. Didn't you notice that it has like a tone, like very like
sharp?
Yeah, sharp. That kind of tasty in it, right?
And
but,
texture.
Yeah, and texture, and like, but most of the South Korean kimchi doesn't have that kind of taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like if someone is a vegetarian or like really cares about their diet, I would highly recommend kimchi.
Boom.
I vividly remember that North Korea shopping center had this chocolate exact same kind, like almost 10 years ago. It was a really special treat for me when I have chance to taste this when I was in North Korea.
So cool. All right, I'm gonna buy some for us right now. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
How do you open it?
From the back, like here.
So we could just open one.
Yes, open one. That's how I did it. Like always share this one with my brother or the brother. Yeah.
Is this bringing back memories?
It is. It is.
It's amazing that in New York City we can have this experience of feeling like you're in North Korea.
Yeah. What I'm trying to do is the like.
I didn't because I bit the yellow part of it.
Yeah, that's how it apart. So I used to collect all these things. Yeah.
All right, I think we should get a lovely Korean meal.
Yeah, let's do that. There's a like Jongno barbecue. I know that is one of the popular Korean barbecue restaurant, and then
I'm into it.
Yeah, they're gonna be more like if we go like 2 blocks away from here.
Let's go walk and figure it out.
Okay.
It's super Korean in here. Like usually when you go to a Korean barbecue restaurant in Manhattan, it's like half Korean, half white people or whatever. But here, I mean, like I'm pretty sure that only Koreans come to eat here. Can we get some stuff to share? Like,
yeah, sure.
I have a question for you. Do you have any North Korean food on the menu? 없어요?
없어요.
So my friend here, she's from North Korea.
그러니까 제가 북한에서 망명을 해서요. 그러니까 지금 이제.
What did she say? I couldn't pick it up.
She didn't say like she didn't show any specific reaction about the fact, but like she was mentioning that we don't have like North Korean style food here. Like 갈비탕.
Oh my god. This looks exactly like I would get it in Seoul.
Oh.
맛있겠다.
맛있게 드세요.
맛있게 드세요. Please enjoy your meal. So galbitang is beef, stewed and really hot with vegetables, with glass noodles.
So in North Korea, we don't often use the glass noodles except japchae.
Japchae, yeah, we have japchae. I think you'll love this one.
Let me try.
What you saw? Good?
This is good.
You eat Korean food often?
Yes.
We do.
I do. I'm still Korean. I think Korean diet really helps you keep in good shape because it's healthy.
There's no sugar. They don't eat bread very much. They eat rice. But by the way, rice with chopsticks, that's a Korean thing.
Yeah.
Is it cool to like see so much Korea here in America?
Yeah, of course. Like it feels me that like I'm at home, you know. Obviously Korean is my mother tongue.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't really matter if it's like South Korean language, like North Korean. I mean, we have like differences in dialects, but like we still.
It's
like,
the same language.
Yeah, same language.
Tell me that. I just ordered a bottle of soju, and I'm gonna bring it to those men over there, and I'm gonna give them a shot, and hopefully they're gonna enjoy it.
Cheers or konbae? Konbae is cheers.
Reminds me of a lot of drunken nights in Seoul.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I knew that would be a good idea.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
said
you're
like,
welcome.
yeah. Thank you.
What you
in
gonna say?
Korean.
Are you bringing us more? Tell me that.
Thank you.
So like that's Korean style.
Yeah, they're very friendly.
Like it always like both sides like.
Do you think in North Korea it would be the same situation?
Yeah.
That's good.
다 끝났어요.
하나씩 먹으라고 아예 먹으라. 그냥 오줌에가 있어.
Okay, I was paying for the meal and something happened.
So he, the like yellow t-shirt, grandpa brought this, and then he mentioned that he is also from North Korea. He was born in northern
What?
part of Korea.
He randomly told you he's from North Korea, like you didn't ask him. What do you think about meeting another North Korean?
I like it.
You like it? Me too! Cheers.
반갑습니다.
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 Thank you.
This is crazy what's happening. So we just met another guy at a table and he's actually born in North Korea and left when he was 18.
I'm born North Korea. I'm South Korea.
Kim Jong-un, no good. Do you live in Queens?
여기 사세요?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what it's like to live in this Koreatown?
Every day.
He's very comfortable living in Queens, and like he comes to this town every day, almost every day for meals.
88.
88? He's a legend for his age. 감사합니다. I've been to New York City about 20 times, but this is the first time that I've really explored Queens. And I gotta say that this district is what makes the city so special. To witness people of all countries and backgrounds living together in harmony and sharing ideas, food, and cultures is magnificent.
Leaving the city's energy behind, I'm now heading to a place that feels completely left behind.
McDowell County, West Virginia. It's a place where the collapse of the coal industry left behind ghost towns and broken dreams.
There's no money to be made here no more.
Where crystal meth and fentanyl addictions run wild, and where people are living so isolated they have their own dialect.
Well, to me, it's a boomer.
What is life really like in Appalachia's most redneck towns, and how will I be received in this tight-knit community? It's time to meet face-to-face with locals and find out how poverty shapes their everyday reality. Welcome to the forgotten heart of America.
Basically, my plan in this video is I want to just meet the people and really try to understand what life is like here. I want to hear the upsides of life, I want to hear the struggles, and everything in between. Behind me, you can see the town of Bluefield. Mission now is to see if I can meet anyone for a nice introduction to the great state of West Virginia. There we go! Something interesting about Bluefield is that food stamps were started here, invented here by JFK in the early 60s. Many family members were living under one roof, scraping to get by. It's 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. It looks pretty dead out here. You can just feel that it's an industrial town. Trying to meet some people in town, but no one's around. We got this guy. Feeling of power with these buildings, like there was once something big, and now it's just feeling of emptiness.
Walking through this town feels like stepping into a forgotten world. Empty streets and closed shops stretch as far as the eye can see. It's like life just stopped. But I am able to flag down one guy and ask him what there is to do around here.
Not much. There is a lot of drugs in the state.
Because of lack of things to do?
Yeah, and just different things factoring in. I think there's a lot of mental health issues.
Appreciate it, man.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good day, all right? Take care. The journey continues into the countryside to Welch. So basically say goodbye to the towns here. No more towns, just countryside villages from now on. I am like way out there in the countryside right now. I can hear the church bells ringing. A little worried that people are going to be skeptical of this random SUV driving into their neighborhoods, but hopefully they're nice. We'll find out here very soon. Whoa.
I'm starting to worry that this trip might be a bust, but deep down, I know there's a story here. I just have to look harder to find it, so I keep on driving. As the GPS cuts in and out, I stumble across abandoned roadside attractions and rusty auto parts.
10 cents a mile.
Everywhere I look, there are old railroad tracks and natural wonders.
The nature of West Virginia is amazing. Look at this little waterfall.
The tiny roads wind through the mountains.
Roads are super narrow, and when a FedEx truck passes you, it's hard to get by.
Somewhere around the town of Fayetteville, I even come across this crazy cool bridge.
That is the largest arch bridge in the Western Hemisphere.
There are no recognizable brands that I see out the window. It's all mom and pop shops. But to be honest, most of them look closed.
Everything is just family owned and operated. Very just life as it is. I have seen several post offices, which is interesting, so people can definitely send and receive mail.
Just when I think things couldn't get freakier, I stumble upon a place that I can't believe is real.
I've just discovered a ghost town here called Thurmond. Look at this. Completely abandoned now. Population of 0. During the heyday of coal mining here in the New River Gorge in West Virginia, this was a very prosperous town with a lot of businesses here and people living. And at its height, 76,000 passengers passed right by Thurmond every single day. This is the coolest place I've seen on this whole trip so far. I mean, totally abandoned. You just feel the power of what once was a booming town here in West Virginia in the middle of Appalachia, and just left as is.
With the ghost town behind me, I now have my attention on Welch, once the most prosperous coal town in America in the 1920s. But sadly, only 1,600 people remain. Most of them live below the poverty line, and life expectancy is well below the national average. Many families rely on government assistance just to get by, and there's limited access to healthcare. Schools are underfunded, and many young people get out as soon as they can, searching for better opportunities elsewhere. This is the reality of Welch, a place where hope is a rare commodity, but I'm still on my mission to meet someone who can change my perspective on West Virginia.
A nice dog you have. Is he friendly? Good to know. Not trying to get bit by a dog while I'm here, that's for sure. Not too many places I feel very unwelcomed, but Welch is one of them. Welch, West Virginia, look at it. It's actually really tough to shoot this story because I'm by myself and I'm approaching people with a camera in my hand. And so you gotta do the smile trick where you kind of make eye contact and smile and see if they're willing to be on camera. I've had a lot of conversations, but I just haven't been able to record them because it just out of respect or people that just didn't want to be recorded.
After a self-guided tour to visit the library, try the newly opened bubble tea shop,
it's juice, it's not boba,
and see the abandoned theater, I'm finding Welch to be as boring and unwelcoming as the other towns in McDowell County. I accidentally drove the wrong way on the only road in town and got yelled at by some guy in a pickup truck.
I made a mistake, I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn around and go that way. Like, Jesus Christ. I know I made a wrong turn, sorry man.
It's pretty clear that nobody wants me here, but as I'm leaving Welch, a young couple catches my eye.
I'm chasing this guy and this girl that I just saw because they look really interesting. And I want to ask them some questions. Excuse me. Excuse me? Hi, are you guys from here?
Yes.
Is there anything interesting happening here? I've just been walking around, but it's pretty dead.
It is pretty dead right now because one Taco Man is closed.
Are you guys both from here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, she's from here originally. I live here down here.
Are you a couple? That's adorable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to meet really interesting people. And
There's a lot of interesting people around here.
Show me them.
At first, the couple is hesitant to talk, and I don't blame them for not trusting me. But after a little more convincing, I explain my mission to shine a light on the people and culture in West Virginia. And I'm starting to think I've succeeded in making my first new friends.
I would love to show you around.
Okay,
you don't have to give me money for it. I just like to do it out of the kindness of my heart.
So, man, let's go.
Dude, you're awesome. Listen, what's your name?
David.
Drew.
Chase.
You coming too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's grab the car because look, everything is a distance.
Okay.
You have a juxtaposition here. You have people who they want the mines and they don't.
Are they gone?
No, not entirely. But the industry has shifted a lot.
Where are the coal mines?
They're everywhere.
Okay, but they're underground.
No.
Oh, I thought they were underground.
We have above ground and then we have below ground mines.
Okay, gotcha.
Below ground mining is much more dangerous for people.
I'm just so interested in your life. You came to West Virginia because it was cheaper, but so is Pennsylvania. Why the hell did you come to West Virginia?
What kind of ended up happening is my father, we're trying to get a place for us after my grandmother died. And so, you know, my dad was living down here, my grandmother passes away, and he's like, well, so what are we gonna do for finding you a place to live? We're like going through states, we're looking at Farm Bureau stuff, we're looking at federal government, state websites to see if we couldn't find something that way. No. So then we're like, okay, so then let's start going through and just looking for the cheapest properties that we can find through Zillow.
There you go. That got you to West Virginia.
And that's what got me to West Virginia.
And you're actually from here?
Yes, I was born and raised.
Wow. What's it like to grow up here?
You get so many surprises.
Surprise.
Like,
good or bad?
literally, both.
I like the way you talk. I really do. I'm sure he does too. That's one of his many attractions to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Damn right it is.
You guys have been together for how long?
About 2 months, 3 months.
So you guys are still, it's called the honeymoon phase.
Me.
You're in the honeymoon phase.
We skipped that.
So what do you like about her?
Oh, Lord.
Now's your time.
She's smart, funny. We're the same type of person. We don't necessarily have an entirely similar background, but we have the same sensibilities. You'd never believe it, but I've had a very interesting and rough life. I'll be honest here. My trick has always been...
Honesty's always good, bro.
Exactly.
Always.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
What'd you say?
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Oh, laugh it up, fuzzball.
No, I'm serious. No, look. I lost the tips of two of my fingers.
I noticed that. I was going to ask you.
So how it happened is I was paying too much attention to a group of little kids at their birthday party and not enough attention to a lawnmower. I joke about it. I laughed about it. You mad at me? Hey, do you want the long or the short of it? Huh? I did not swear until I got into the ambulance and was away from the children. That kid will never ever have a 3-year-old birthday as eventful as that one.
Okay, so tell me about this building behind you.
Okay, well, this building is called Aircon Towers. I lived there 4.5 years, and there has been multiple suicides since I've been living in that building. Inside, people jumping out of windows, ODing.
So are you happy you don't live there anymore?
You
don't want to move in here again with her?
No.
I mean...
No, it's no good. No, it's not.
Look, there's a lot of issues with drugs down here. I will not
What
deny
drugs?
that.
Meth, heroin?
You name it, it's here. And
Is it because there's nothing to do? Like, why? What's the reason?
See, with me, I
go.
stay away from that, so I really don't know much. But I do have a few people that is drug addicts and everything. But I still talk with them and stuff.
Do you know what kind of drugs?
That I do not know.
I'm guessing it's meth and heroin. That would be my guess. Or fentanyl. Fentanyl's taking over the country.
Fentanyl is taking over the country.
And like the tiniest amount can kill you.
You have people who are making drugs from outside of the country and outside of this area. And what they're doing is they're mixing fentanyl into heroin, cocaine, no matter what it is, they're mixing it.
And it's killing people.
And it's freaking killing people. My buddy who worked at the gas station that's over there, his sister died because she thought she was getting heroin. She didn't get heroin, she got mostly fentanyl.
Oh man, that's terrible. Are the police nice here?
Oh yeah.
That was the police that just honked at us like to say hi.
I'm friends with the cops.
In this small town, cops are not the only people Dave knows by name. He's been living in Welch for 8 years and is friends with almost everyone in the community. He wants to take me to the post office to introduce me to Scott, who he says is a real West Virginian who can help me better understand this county.
People have a very strong impression about West Virginia as the poorest state, the druggiest state. How does that make you feel as a person from here?
I really don't care.
None of it is.
I really don't care what people think. We think most people from out west are liberals and gays and crap like that. It's just people stereotypes you from where you're from, but we don't. I don't really care what they think. Generally what it is too, they when people come here, like if you come here and interview people, they like interview the goofiest.
They pick the
people with no teeth.
Yeah.
But they pick the lowest of the low to try to interview. Man, you can be happy anywhere if you want to be. You choose that.
It's Scott. I love Scott. Scott is the man. Oh, by the way, Scott, I have packages. I'm standing here and I'm thinking of that. So.
Grab them. Then we'll head out.
Yep, 68 Yep.
Cool.
After checking out the post office, I want to convince Dave and Tess to come with me to Jolo, a tiny settlement on the back roads of McDowell County. But Tess is on the fence.
Are you coming with us? Come on.
Yes.
I'm not going to Jolo. That's come on. Some areas is racist.
Do you think they're racist there?
I never been. My grandmother, she always told me about Gilbert, Jolo, Man. Those areas is racist.
She isn't wrong. There used to be a lot of racism, but that's thankfully lessened a lot.
This is my first time being in a vehicle with a stranger.
Excuse me, whoa. I'm right here.
You guys are awesome. Let me just say one more time. This is a rental car. I don't know anything around here. You guys are my only information about what's happening. So I couldn't possibly take you to a place that because I don't know any places.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just more hidden, but I don't see as much racism down here in this area particularly. Like you go up north and I found there's a fair number of people who are racist. It's basically, think of it less as like black and white and think of it as more poor to people who have more money, or at least had more money at one point. So like mine owners and stuff like that. Better housing quality stuff, you know?
Sure, no problem.
So this is the old Budweiser. They used to bottle and manufacture beer here.
This? That's awesome.
My house is one of the original houses in the county. My house used to have a set of stairs that was over 100 steps. Where the Budweiser plant thing is where they used to have the freight rail station.
Oh, wow.
And the house that I live in used to have the station master. Him and his family built the whole entire mountainside of all of these houses, and they used to ride the freight trains into the mines in the mornings.
That's wild, man.
This is one of the local springs. This is where a lot of people get their water. This water here is actually cleaner than anything you can get from any of the municipalities in the area.
Is it good?
I love it.
That's good. But you were saying there's no water. There's water right there.
No, what I'm saying is that, yeah, there's water here. Like, the thing is like people have to come here to pump these, you know? It's good water, it's lovely water. But, if you gotta haul it, you gotta haul it. There's guys who live way back there.
So life is hard here.
Yeah, it can be. If your water is shut off, my water was shut off for almost 6 months.
I mean, that's something that
I had to come here to get water.
Growing up, I never thought about not having access to water.
You know, you can live in the United States and not have access to good water. What's sad about not having access to good water is this. Come across over here, you got this stream, right? Well, you end up having coal dust runoff, and if there's a flood in the area, we got 8 things so that the sewer systems don't overflood into the streets, and instead it floods into here. We don't want to drink that. Well, there's coal, there's sewage, there's toxic waste, whoever the heck else knows what. We have signs going all the way up and down all of our rivers, or do not fish in them. McDowell, like you said, it's the poorest county.
Yeah, it is.
So therefore, we have the least access to getting things done. Some places don't have sewage. You go one county up, their water's as bad as ours.
They don't have sewage?
Their sewage
Go back in the car.
The sewage dumps straight into the river. The nature is great down here, but the nature is also polluted too. Look at the left here.
I see this.
This was my buddy's house. He died.
That's a house?
There was a house there. My friend Dennis lived there, and when he died, his son burned his house down.
Jesus.
Now, my buddy Dennis was a lifelong drug dealer and a lifelong druggie. He had a crack addiction. And 6 months before he died, like everybody 6 months before they died, he got clean. He saw that other people were foolish. Is this the way I act when I'm high? And he got clean. He was working for a construction company that was putting in all the new Wendy's. Now, slow up here. This is a mine.
There?
Yeah.
What?
That's a mine?
That's a mine.
So I shouldn't drive up that hill?
No.
That would be awesome if we can go.
No.
I want to.
No, babe.
Wow, you went from being so scared to now being the most adventurous in the car.
I know.
Look at
He's
that.
like, yeah,
Look at that.
let's do crazy crap. This is Caples.
Caples.
Yep.
It looks interesting.
Well, okay, so do you want to hear the story of Caples? This is Caples. Caples, West Virginia. The significance of Caples is that this mountain right here was supposed to be where the freeway was actually going to cut through originally. From what I've been told, people from this area of West Virginia actually came down and built those so they could be used for off-ramps.
Really?
And then they shifted the whole thing. Now it's actually going to go through Hemp Hill, right over Barber Hill.
Wait, so they started building this and then they just ditched?
Like the community, they did it unpaid. And then they just like, well, maybe not, maybe. And so people did all this work for nothing. It's kind of the thing behind West Virginia. You have all these people who want to do who are willing to do the hard work. But when it comes to the government officials down here, they're worse than New York. They're bad, they're horrible. They don't listen to the people and what they want. And I don't.
What needs to happen for West Virginia to get back on its feet?
They need to diversify. Everything has been cold down here for so long. And anytime there's anything other than that, anything good, it doesn't happen. I mean, do you know that the plant that was put in Buffalo for Tesla was actually originally proposed for West Virginia? Over 6 different sites.
Wow.
And West Virginia, no, we can't do this, we can't do this. Now, Elon Musk, they actually had press releases that said that they were willing to put in all new plumbing, all new electrical lines, make sure there was clean and safe water. And the people of West Virginia said, no, this is part of our culture and our heritage.
Sure.
They're reluctant for the future. That isn't necessarily the direction of the people. That's the direction of the elected officials.
What do you think needs to happen for West Virginia to get back on its feet?
From the pictures that I saw, it used to be a beautiful town. Since the flood 2001, it flooded everything out, and government and the president just let everything go to waste. Like,
Really? Do you also think the government officials are corrupt?
Yeah, they are.
So you were a comedian?
I know.
Like stand-up comedian?
No, I've never been a stand-up. I've just done horror acting.
Comment below if you think Big Dave should be a comedian. And what should his name be? Caveman Dave? Dude, look at that demolished house right there.
That's like, they haven't touched that or anything. They haven't done anything to it. It's just, the house has been abandoned. So like, you can actually see, like when there's no leaves here, you can actually see the number of houses that used to be here.
A lot of people in general have just left the state.
But a lot of people left.
No jobs.
For this, it was no jobs, but then it was also like, we don't know when our houses are gonna be torn down.
So, do you know anyone from this town?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, we'll go see my buddy's home.
This is so crazy walking through these communities.
This is my newspaper
Oh,
route.
so you're comfortable here.
So I feel comfortable here, so I know this area well.
I like that.
Hey, brother.
How are you? Yeah, that's George.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. All right, Tess.
She knows a lot of people down here. Don't let her lie to you.
No, I always thought he was homeless.
This guy?
Yeah.
Well, he's not home.
His name is Ruben.
How you doing? I'm all right. Wow, this is so cool, going in someone's home. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Can I shake your hand? What's your name?
Ruben.
Ruben, I'm Drew. Nice to meet you. How long have you been living out here?
30, 40 years.
You like it?
Yeah.
You always been living in this house?
Yeah. I got the lights and water cut off.
How do you get water?
I carry it. We got a spring hole about half a mile we can bring it in the jug.
So how do you shower?
In the tubs right there. I wash my clothes and stuff.
Use the candles for light in the nighttime?
No, I use the lights, you know.
Oh, like a flashlight?
Yeah, You go in there and look.
Can I look?
Yeah.
I really appreciate your generosity.
Mm-hmm. Smoking my stuff right there.
You live alone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you get heat right there.
Uh-huh.
This is your bedroom? Oh, nice. It's comfortable in here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it goes farther in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Have you always lived by yourself?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the living. You go look at this.
No lights in here. No electricity.
Back there.
A lot of DVDs over there.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me your house. It's very kind of you. Yeah. That's interesting. Really nice guy.
And he's loved by everybody. I love him.
What do you like about West Virginia?
I love this world. That's what my mother raised. And then they fell back down to Alabama.
What do you know about this guy right here?
He say he picked up that stray. I say he better be careful. He better keep that stray.
Yeah.
I'm a beat y'all.
I wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
Uh-huh.
So sweet.
Okay, come back again, man.
Yeah, brother. I'll see you.
Okay.
See you later, Ruben.
Okay.
What a nice guy.
Ruben had some issues in his childhood. If you noticed, I don't know if you got to see his hands.
I noticed.
Well, he did some time. From what I've been told, he got into a bar fight and killed someone. There was a girl who was getting assaulted or something like that.
You could tell he's been through some shit.
He's been through some shit, and I love him because he's awesome. He's a bro to me.
He's a homie.
But the interesting thing is like trying to talk to him.
Yeah.
You know, he just goes off in a different direction.
Yeah, he does.
You know, he's just like,
he was talking about Alabama and
family.
Dad,
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
his mom. Yeah.
He's on a limited income.
Sure.
He doesn't have a lot of money.
A lot of people are
so
like
for
that,
him, it's easier and cheaper for him to suffer than it is, you know.
But he has no one to help him, family, friends. That's sad.
No. But
most people, I would like to think, that are in that condition would have a family or friend or uncle or relative that could at least help him out or put him in their house or something.
Oh, yes.
He doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to.
That's part of it. He does not want to. That's his mama's home.
The decline of the coal industry is the most obvious contributor to poverty in West Virginia. But after talking to Ruben and seeing inside his home, I realized that geographic isolation plays an important role. Extremely rural living limits access to education, healthcare, and jobs, while a strong cultural attachment to the past can hinder progress and create an uphill battle for West Virginians to break free from poverty.
I'm going up a road that doesn't look like I should be going up.
No. Yes.
Holy shit. Talking about getting out there.
Yeah, man. Look, I told you I would get you places.
Yeah. This is wild. Like, the grass has grown over the sidewalk, so I can't even see where I'm driving.
Well, you know what? Like I said, this is how a lot of people live. This is where they live. Like, people actually live up in areas, and this is their driveway.
Holy shit, man. This is crazy. Look at this abandoned, destructed building. Holy crap. Bro, what? This is crazy.
As we veer back onto the main road, we come across a gas station and I see a guy covered from head to toe in coal. I have to stop and ask him some burning questions.
Where do you work?
Just up the road.
And what's it like in your job? I mean, you're covered in black right now.
I shovel a belt line right now.
Is it tough?
Pretty tough. If it gets a little bit behind, it's kind of tough.
Are you like, how many hours a day are you working?
11 right now.
11.
10, 11.
Are you underground?
Yeah.
It's pitch black where you work. That's got to be tough for your mental health. Like, you're just in dark all day, and then but by the time you get out, it gets dark outside. So you don't see daylight much in general.
It don't seem dark to me under there. I mean, the lights that they have out nowadays are pretty bright.
Is it stressful?
I wouldn't say it is. I've been doing it a while though.
Like, the coal mining industry as a whole is like not so big anymore here compared to how it used to be like 50 years ago.
I guess mine's doing all right now, but compared to back in the day, like if you've ever seen pictures of Welch, like there used to be like vehicles like lining the streets. And if you just look around, like, I mean, a lot of stuff's like abandoned and stuff now, like compared to back in the day, this place I reckon used to be booming.
There was 100,000 people in McDowell County at one point. Now there's like 15.
It's called like Little New York or something like that.
He's from New York. He said they called it Little New York.
Yeah, Welch was Little Manhattan.
For real?
I don't remember where the pictures are. I've seen them hanging, but yeah, like, I mean, it was just vehicles back to back.
So as a person from West Virginia, what's it like growing up here?
I like that I growed up here because, like, this area, like, it's almost kind of like a time capsule in a way, still kind of set back in its days, so to say. People's real loyal around here, like outside people they don't let in as easy. Say you was walking down the road or through somebody's yard or something,
yeah,
that'd be a little bit different. But you know, it's like growing up.
Yeah, we're in a public gas station.
They're friendly, stuff like that. But like, I mean, I'm glad I growed up around here. Taught me a lot of good morals.
What's the most difficult thing about living in West Virginia?
In this particular part, everything's spaced out, so you gotta have a vehicle.
I just want to say I really respect what you do because your job is not easy, man.
I think a lot of it is just work because it is hard work. I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of it under there is hard work.
Where are you heading now?
To the house when I get here.
To the house? Take a shower?
First thing.
How many hours a week do you work?
Let's see, well, I've been pulling 11s and then I'm working Saturdays, about half a day on Saturday.
So 11 hours a day and then 6 hours on Saturdays?
Saturday's volunteer work,
So you're working like 60 hours a week. What's the like average salary for someone that does what you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I just got back in it, like when I worked in it, I made $30.25 an hour and I was bringing home like right around $3,000 every 2 weeks. Like right now, I think they're bringing home anywhere like $3,700 to $3,900 every 2 weeks, if not more.
Well, that's like extremely good. I mean, especially for this area, because like jobs are hard to come by.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best paying jobs around here.
It's got to be the best paying job around here, isn't it?
Yeah,
by far.
It has to be.
It has to be.
I mean, it's even by far. Like I moved to Kentucky and I make more money and work less hours than I did in the factories. Like that plastic factory I left is 7 days a week. At the mines, like, you do feel more appreciated. Like it might be like, you know, considered a dangerous industry or whatever like that, but the companies that I've worked for, they take good care of you.
Hey, I like your tattoo, by the way. That's the university, right?
No.
No. You don't know. That might be the university logo, but you don't understand down here. That's the state logo for us.
Everybody I know's got this thing, either got it in jail or got it and went to jail. I got it, and I ended up going to jail like the next day. You could tell I got stuck in a drunk tank and it about got pulled out. See a couple spots?
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing to put on it. Went to, as soon as I got
Wait, you really went to jail?
Yeah.
Why?
I got driving charge.
So right after you got it, you went to jail?
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yep.
You have kids?
Yep, two.
2 kids?
16 and 14.
You have a 16-year-old kid?
I've been with my wife for 19 years.
So you had your first kid when you were like 20?
20, yeah.
I guess that's not that young,
Yeah,
I guess.
because I remember when I turned 21, he pissed all over me. My wife was getting ready. I said, well, here, I'll help you, honey. And I got him undressed and I was taking him to the bathroom. He pissed all over me.
What do you guys do to have fun around here aside from sports?
Basketball, I know they do that. A lot of side-by-sides, four-wheelers, dirt bikes.
Here you go.
Like the drugs are real bad around here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Like, what drugs? Meth, heroin, fentanyl?
Yeah, heroin, meth, fentanyl's real bad around here now. Pills used to be real bad around here.
Is it easy to find drugs?
Yeah, it is anywhere nowadays. Not just West Virginia, it's an epidemic everywhere, man, with the fentanyl.
It's everywhere.
And stuff, and it's killing everybody. Like in the last 2 years.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
I was waiting on the road whenever you went to help me walk out.
I've been clean a little over 60 days.
He lost the friend that he was. He's stupid.
Oh, I'm glad that you're clean now.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
You recording us?
No, I was recording him.
He was.
Oh.
It's okay, I got his permission. I got his permission.
60 days ago.
Can I see this? Oh my God, man. Your arms.
That's how much fentanyl I was smoking. It was coming out my skin like I was smoking so
Holy
much.
crap, man.
I know I've gained 30-some pounds.
So how did you get off of it?
I'm still in rehab.
You knew that you needed help, so how did you just like one day you're like, I'm done with this?
A couple days. I mean, it wasn't just one day, it's just I got tired of it, man. I got tired of living like that because I've always worked my whole life, and within the last couple of years, lost everything I had, and I got tired of being sick every day. I got tired of chasing, I got tired of not having nothing.
Dude, I'm happy for you, bro.
Like, I mean, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So I wake up, I go do this drug, I'm still sick, but I'm still
do it again, yeah. I'm happy for you I'm glad that you figured it out, dude.
Yeah, so hopefully I can inspire other people, man, because the way I looked, you know what I'm saying? Hey, worked for me, rehab work, that's the best decision I made when I went to that.
Would you say most people around here are on some kind of drugs?
A lot of them.
It's really sad.
It is sad, man, because I've lost a lot of real good friends and a lot of real, like, me being from the addiction side, you know what I'm saying? I've been there, you know what I'm saying? I know what they go through and stuff like that, you know? Because it sucks being hooked on something, you know? And that shit isn't, I mean, it's hard to get off of, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy to get off of.
Hey, what do you know about Jolo? We're heading there now.
A gas station and a post office, like, combined.
I could have guessed that.
Check your mail gas up, and they also say you can buy a hooker at the same location.
Oh my God, yo.
We got to run. Nice meeting you.
Y'all too.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, I really appreciate you for sharing, dude. Seriously. You're awesome, and I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up.
You know, the addiction issues are so bad, and it's so interesting. I have a rule at my house. Anyone can stop at my house. Any addict can stop at my house and sit on my stoop. And if they're just trying to recover before they head on home, you know, if I can save them from being arrested, I consider that a plus.
That's really nice of you, man. Seriously.
Because I'm like, yo, the only thing, just don't mess with anything and you're good to go. I've never had any of the drug dealers or druggies steal anything off of my porch, off my stoop area.
Yeah, because you take care of them.
Yeah, I take care of them. They take care of me. They keep an eye out. Hey, you know, someone was messing around your house a couple of weeks ago. You know, blah blah blah.
You're really you're super kind-hearted, man.
The three of us are getting hungry, so I asked Dave and Tess, where's a good spot to eat?
There's something from the area.
Like corn? What's local food?
Well, I mean, sure, we could do corn. I don't know where do you get corn?
Well, okay. And they take me to a place that has 2 words on the sign.
Soul food.
Yeah.
And his food is great.
Local food in West Virginia. Oh, hi. How are you? Hey. I heard this is the best restaurant in town. Okay.
Yeah. Everything in West Virginia is like that. It's mountains. Everything shifts, so therefore everything needs to be shut harder.
What's the best thing on the menu? Or I should say the most popular thing.
Ribs brisket.
Ribs brisket. I like brisket.
My personally favorite is the chicken wings.
Yeah, she likes the chicken wings.
We're on the side of the highway in West Virginia. We're at a mom and pop shop called Roscoe's Soul Food.
Roscoe.
And Tess is finally not scared of me anymore. No. Yay. David was never scared of me. Coal truck incoming.
That's a baby one. That's a baby one.
So it's just transporting coal, that's it?
Yeah.
Very simple.
It's probably taking it from one mine location to a place where they gotta load it. A lot of people are happy down here. They are. But, you know, it's an interesting county because everything is a juxtaposition down here. I've met a lot of people when I was doing the newspaper. They say, we don't like the coal mines, but we need a job. We don't want the coal mines. We don't want this kind of future for our kids. But like, I met this gentleman. His father was dying of black lung.
Can you explain what black lung is to people watching this video?
It's like asbestos lung. It's like you get emphysema and you get all the contaminants from the coal processing. I mean, I don't even understand it.
It's a real problem for people that work in coal mines.
Oh, yeah. It sucks to die from. It's a whole huge mess.
It's nothing to do in Welch. That's the reason why I went to school and everything, so I can actually tell people it's just because you're in a boring state or county, it's so much to do. Because
Where'd you go to school?
August Escoffier School of Culinary Arts.
How you doing?
Hey.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm still in school.
Oh, you didn't actually go to Texas. You were just
Yes.
doing it online.
Online.
Got it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But I want to set an example for people saying it's nothing to do. It's a whole lot to do. You can do what I'm doing. Go to school. You can go play sports. You can do anything with your life if you choose to do it. I'm a prime example.
Because you brought it up earlier, can I ask you questions about racism? Do you know the demographic of white versus black here? Do you know?
No, I don't entirely, but I will give you this hint of information.
Sure, please.
This side of the county is far more African American. Anything on 52, this portion is far more African American. Anything past Roderfield, it starts to get a lot more white.
Have you experienced racism growing up?
No, not really.
Coal truck. Coal truck, big one.
Big one.
Big coal truck.
Now we're in West Virginia.
Now you're in West Virginia.
That was the moment I needed to fully feel. So, that's good that you didn't feel racism growing up.
Yeah. Like I said, I was born and raised in Welch. I haven't been nowhere but Welch.
Have you traveled around West Virginia? You like it?
Great state. It's an interesting state. They have a lot of interesting people, interesting roads, weird
true.
little areas, pit stop places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Holy crap, maybe. Wow, this looks really good.
That look good.
Wow. Pretty good.
Coal truck!
Coal truck! Woo! Another one coming. Dude, it's crazy. During this lunch, we've seen about 10 to 12 coal trucks. It's so industrial here, which is crazy because there's not many people living here. There's not life, but there's industry. How did you workshop that?
I'm IT, man. I gotta figure stuff out.
One glass was broken and you're like, I just gotta throw another one on.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to do it. I gotta figure out a way. It's just like, if I don't have glasses, like, I'm blind. I'm legally blind without them.
How'd you guys meet? Here, I want to hear from you first.
On the bus?
On the bus.
On the bus.
On the bus.
So, who talked first?
Her.
Oh, you made the first move?
She totally made the first move.
I did not.
She totally made the first move. Coal truck.
Okay, I want to hear the rest of the story.
Okay. I'm coming back from doing something uptown. I don't remember. We're sort of talking, like, I'm not really talking, and she starts wanting to mess with my hair. And she starts playing and braiding with my hair. No, I don't let most people touch my hair.
That's a great story.
She just kept playing.
That's not allowed.
Honestly, I came to West Virginia to meet the people and learn the culture, but this love story that I'm witnessing is the best part so far.
Belly's full, we're ready to keep moving on our journey to Jolo.
What?
To Jolo?
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm so happy that Tess has agreed to join us after initially being worried about how she would be treated.
I didn't date, honestly. I didn't date for 15 years. My last ex, my Beyonce, destroyed my life. She basically rotted my head out. And then I just came to a decision one day, and I said, I'm gonna stop looking. If it's gonna come, it's gonna come. And on top of that, I am not gonna lessen my standards for anyone. And you know what? She met every single one of my criteria.
Aww. Did he meet your criteria?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute.
Yes.
But you weren't looking, it just happened.
No, it just happened.
It just happened.
Most of us only have AT&T down here or AT&T service carrier because that's the only one that really works down here.
Yeah, my T-Mobile has been really spotty.
Yeah, then you're probably running off like a Verizon tower or something like that.
That's crazy that in America in 2024, there's still like a lot of people that can't get phone signal. I mean, that's crazy.
When I first moved down here, I had to go on top of my roof of my house in order to make a phone call to my Verizon service. Okay, think about this. It's hard to get clothes down here. It's hard to get anything like you go to a Walmart, you go to a Kmart, so on and so forth.
Order on Amazon.
Yeah, but you know what? Amazon.
Some people don't have laptops or phones or anything.
Yeah, And wait, supposedly Walmart's supposed to deliver up into certain areas of McDowell County. They don't.
So how do people get?
They have to go up the road either in vehicles or with other people.
And not everybody has cars, right?
Exactly. So they either have to catch the bus or they have to ride with other people in order to even get to the bus or get to the store.
And on the bus is you can bring so much on the bus.
Think about West Virginia. It's in the middle of nowhere and it's in the middle of everywhere all at the same time. You can be in any major city in basically 9 hours. New York City, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Columbus.
Probably Chicago
Detroit.
too.
Chicago is like 12. That makes sense for why a lot of serial killers have come down here. But it also helped cement this area and the Rust Belt as what they were, because you had so much coal coming out of these mountains. And think about the Rust Belt cities. Think about the cities that had steel mills. All those Rust Belt cities are because of West Virginia.
Dave, I've noticed a lot of Confederate flags on the houses. I just saw one. What's it? I mean, I know we're in the South, but what's going on with that?
We are called the Free State of McDowell. We are the part of West Virginia that did not agree to join the Union. This area is technically part of the Confederacy.
But people still feel strongly about that.
Some people do. Some people do, and people talk about it.
Is that tying with racism?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. People who say Free State of McDowell are not necessarily people who are flying the Confederate flags.
Gotcha.
Generally, it's merely a interesting point of fun history for those people. But I'm sure there are some down here who believe we're part of the Confederacy and that we never...
For sure. And this is like all Trump land, basically.
The support for Trump down here, yeah, it's pretty high, but it's also in a weird way, in some extent it doesn't exist either, because it's more about the coal. It's more about the religious thing. If you can satisfy coal and religion down here, you're voted for.
Welcome to Jolo.
Hello, listen.
How are you?
Hello. See, these are the kinds of places that I find interesting.
Why?
Because it's a different store.
Do you want some coffee?
Sure. The retail.
Guys, I'm being dead serious. You're so kind to help me with what I'm doing. Buy whatever you want. Go ahead. Just grab whatever you like. This supermarket is super interesting and really local. I'm crashing. I'm crashing.
Here too. I've never gotten to be in here before.
Great. Buy more shit. Yeah, that's cool. You know what? Because you're from Buffalo, you're getting these too.
Okay, cool. These are some of the best chips that you can get in the country. These are Uncle Ray's.
Okay, my question is, where are they getting all this stuff from? Like,
it's always my question. It's like, you have all this weird...
They're like niche products. Like, are trucks delivering it? How the are the trucks getting on these roads?
Yes! See, watch. That's
that's cool. I've never seen that anywhere in the world, how you just kind of opens up and goes straight down. Did you guys all live here?
Unfortunately. It's just a crappy place to live.
What's better in West Virginia? Or
Nowhere. Not in West Virginia. You want to know a saying of what people call McDowell County, West Virginia?
Yeah.
They call it Healthy in West Virginia.
The healthy?
Because we're in the lower part of West Virginia.
Lower part, like income-wise, or what?
Yeah, we're the poorest county.
In the United States?
In the United States.
We were.
About 30% of our community are no-pays druggies. More than 30%.
Probably about 100.
Probably not. Thank you. I live here.
I do too, but
She lives here. She ain't. 65%.
I used to be a dope.
So do you hate it here? No. Or is it kind of
Not that
manageable?
we hate it, it's just that...
There ain't really nothing here.
Yeah, there's nothing around here.
They like it here. Or he likes it here.
I mean, people come here all the time, what can we do to help the community? I'm like,
Hey, everybody's familiar.
and they put them in the wells or bushlands around there up on the
Not here.
house. They don't really try anything around here.
Every time I've moved away, I've ended up right
It's like the black hole.
Yeah.
It sucks you back. A lot of people are moving out. Teachers, they need teachers bad.
Yeah,
really
we
bad.
got, they ain't
I guess there's nothing
Most
to
of the teachers are substitutes.
for younger people. There's nothing for them here.
nothing.
Not for them to stay.
No entertainment, no jobs.
That's the reason half our younger people go
They
to the
go off.
military.
They go off to college or military. They're out of here.
If a lot of people don't have money, but they're doing drugs, it doesn't make sense because drugs cost money.
They're stealing a lot of
They're stealing. People steal? Have you been stolen from?
But only out of my cars.
I forgot if I locked my car. Now you're making me worried.
Look,
Dude, these bugs, they're on my neck. I'm
What
telling
are
you,
they?
that's the bug that keeps biting me.
That
what
is
it?
a tick.
Oh God.
Yeah, you kind of, that's
So
what
it was
it's teething us to you.
Yeah, how do you get rid of them? Right, they're all over
Burn
me.
it.
Are they like poisonous?
I mean, if you don't want Lyme disease or something.
Yeah.
You can get tick fever. Yeah. Actually.
So they bite you and they go in your skin?
Yeah.
The head of them, yeah.
Yeah, the head of them. Yeah.
You guys are great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Around there, brother.
If you want to hear more stories, you can talk to my husband. He can tell you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How you doing? Drew.
Come on over it.
How you doing?
From Welch?
Yeah.
She said you're the most interesting guy here. What makes you interesting?
Because you might not come back here.
He's a jack of all trades.
See, that's a proud woman. She wears my name on her shirt. That's my wife. I'm 50 years old and she's 30.
Are you born and raised here?
Yeah.
What was different about the 80s and now here in Jolo?
I'm telling you what, the best years of my life was the 90s. Because I got more than a little bit. You asked. You asked.
I want to know the truth.
You asked.
Wasn't no drugs back in the 80s
No.
like they are now.
I know.
You
Fentanyl
smoke
killing
pot.
everybody.
That little thing you got right there.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to point that at people.
I know,
No, listen to them.
yeah.
And if one of these dopeheads sees you with it, they probably ain't seen one, so they gonna take it away from you, see if they can sell it and make money. Yeah, a lot of them OD.
People are just, they're just
My
dying?
ex-wife, married to her for 21 years. I've got a 13-year-old baby. She got on dope before my baby was born.
Wow.
I didn't know she was pregnant.
You work in the coal mines?
Nope, I work in a junkyard.
Your hands are all black, so I figured.
That's grease. I've run it for 26 years.
Wow.
Anytime you want to get rid of that ride, bring it to me.
That's a rental car. I ain't get rid of it.
I want it.
I'll be charged a lot of money if I
They'll get paid for it because it's got insurance on it.
I guess.
Somebody stole it from me.
So, oh yeah, I have a question. What's the best and worst part about living here in Jolo?
Well, the best is my wife. The worst part, there's no money to be made here no more. You got these stupid idiots that gets people like me in trouble.
I worked in a mine over 20 years. When I first started working in the mines in the 70s, top wages was $38 a day.
10-hour days?
8.
That's $3 an hour or something?
Yeah, we got 30 minutes dinner.
My ex-boss, his daddy, started when he was 12 years old in the mine. He made $12 a day. What your age was what you made a day.
So
he worked 71 years in the mines, and he had his eye put out like 10 years before they made him retire.
All these towns are here because of the coal industry, right?
Yep.
Is it safe here generally?
Yeah.
As long as you're not looking.
Yeah, because 99.
Everyone knows each other.
Yeah, Florida.
They don't go good together.
They balance each other really well.
No
Personality.
offense. I mean, don't get mad either. I take her home with me.
Oh, that's a compliment.
My wife said right there.
No, he won't take offense.
Nobody don't want to look
I
at
won't take offense, but
it. You can't ever. You can't ever get
for your scrap yard.
Hey, going on the back of the truck. Look in the back of my truck.
Oh yeah, I know.
Did you want to see scrap?
Everyone I've met in West Virginia, except for you guys, have complained about the government. You guys are the first people to not complain about it. You know
They
about
don't bother me. I don't bother them. If you want somebody to bother
get rid
you,
of that idiot Biden,
it's the damn laws around here, and the
yeah.
judges suck.
Today's election day, so
Yeah, I know,
it's an
but-
important day.
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But so you just said as long as they don't bother you, you don't care, or you do care.
Oh, I do care.
Yeah, I will.
So Trump's gonna win for sure.
I hope. If he don't, we're screwed. I mean, Biden don't know what day of the week.
7 o'clock.
I keep
How
up
long
with
y'all been
that.
together?
On Fox
3
News.
months.
How many times you shot at him?
Twice.
What did you say?
I'm serious.
No, she ain't shot at me once.
No, I'm serious. Turn around and ask that woman how many times she shot at me.
I need to move. I need to
Only
move.
bad problem is she can't hit bros out of the ball.
Poor shot.
Have you ever been shot?
Yeah.
By who?
Her?
My girlfriend's husband.
What?
It actually burns
Until it hurts.
until the adrenaline goes away.
And it
Burns. I had a pit, ripped every bit of that out.
Oh shit.
I went to the hospital, had all that glued back together, sewed up, everything. And I told him I was trying to catch a wild dog. Because I didn't want my dog going
no,
to
no,
the
no, no.
bed.
You gotta
and they cut
the
their...
health department in on you.
Yeah.
Do you have function in your hand?
Oh, yeah. Around here, you got a lot of incest bull crap.
I was gonna ask you about incest. Is it true?
Yeah.
Do you know people?
My daddy molested my sister. I'm going to court on him here this month because he can't whoop me no more.
So it's common to hear about incest around here.
Yeah. It's my whole damn family except me.
Having sex with brother, sister, dad, mom is not normal.
Yes, it is. It's more normal than you think.
Well, it's not normal.
It's more common than you think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just don't know about it.
It's more
Yeah.
common than
You
you
don't know.
think.
You just don't know about it.
Yeah, you just don't know. Well,
Yeah.
like, I had a very good friend. He was screwing his half-sister. And I was like, what?
When you have incest like that, it messes up the genetics of the kids.
Yeah.
No, it does not.
It doesn't.
No, it does not.
It can. It can.
It can.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that experience?
That was entertaining.
That was awesome.
Super entertaining.
Yeah,
Yes.
and she even got over her fear of strangers.
Look at that.
Aww.
Hey, by the way, I wrote a book. It's yours. That's not even out yet.
Awesome.
As we're driving home, Tess calls her grandmother to share what she and Dave got up to today.
Miss Ray, would you believe it? We had a YouTuber chaperoning us around the county on a date. Yeah! We're going to have a date in 2 months on YouTube, and people are going to get to watch this date.
Oh.
Pretty
Did I
cool.
say I don't want it?
Oh, you're hearing it now, babe.
I enjoyed my day.
Did you get out of your shell?
Yes, I'm glad that I did get kidnapped.
Yeah. I only had to tie her up once.
Thank you for getting me out of my shell.
Aww. Guys, I had an absolute blast. All right, bro. Thank you so much for everything. You're the man.
No
Dude,
problem, dude.
I'll see you again soon. We'll keep in
Yes,
touch.
absolutely.
Pouring rain.
Woo! You made my day. Problem, I'm off.
I came to America's poorest county not knowing what kind of people I would meet. But this small corner of West Virginia is more than its abandoned coal mines and silent streets. It's a place with warm smiles, unique culture, and stunning nature. While more efforts are needed to fight poverty in this region, the people I've met are fiercely independent and profoundly human.
In West Virginia, you see the struggle everywhere you look, but in Las Vegas, it's hidden below the ground.
This is the Las Vegas Strip. The Las Vegas Strip is really loud and has a lot of cars. It's crazy to me to think there's a tunnel below the street where the people are living. I've been to Vegas many times, but I've never had like the goosebumps like I have now. Like none of these people here on street level know about what's going on underground. We're going deep down, my friends. We're going down, 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 down.
I am on my way to meet up with Rob, an ex-tunnel resident who escaped homelessness after an attack that left him near dead on the train tracks. I'm really lucky to have him as my guide because it is next level dangerous to venture inside the tunnels alone.
We're starting here at the Shine a Light Foundation headquarters, which is a nonprofit helping the community. Everyone who works here are people that used to live in the tunnel, so they understand the life, they know how to talk to the people, and it's awesome to see how they're giving back. And I'm gonna put a link in the description down below if you guys want to donate and help support the community. Here we go.
Over 600 miles of tunnels stretch beneath Las Vegas, where people take shelter and create new lives. The tunnels are prone to flooding during monsoon season, and drugs like fentanyl and crystal meth are widespread. Today, I'll be heading down with some volunteers, and we're starting directly beneath one of the most iconic casinos in Vegas, Caesar's Palace.
All right, we got the dream team going down. What do you guys got down here?
Narcan and care packages.
Nice.
They contain like socks and like food and just necessities and stuff.
Have you been down here many times?
This one is like, it changes a lot.
So you don't know all the people down here?
I don't.
Gotta be honest, it's pretty intimidating to stand here and look down at the tunnel. You could see all the trash here leading into the tunnel. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I'm just at a loss for words right now. I don't even know what to say or what to think, but it's very sad. Where are you originally from?
Boise.
Boise?
Man, I'm from Boise.
What about you, man?
I'm from Riverside, California.
Oh, nice. Why did you choose this spot over other spots?
Because I knew one of the guys here and he was pretty cool, like he was calm and everything. But after the cops came, they kind of pushed this one.
Does this hurt when you look at it in your eyes?
Yeah, it's a laser, man. It hurts. It doesn't
Sorry
hurt.
about that.
It doesn't hurt when you put it in your eyes?
No, like it's like I'm like from another place and shit. Like I can like look into the sun and I can like sit there and shine lasers in my eyes and it makes me feel better, like awake.
What do you guys do during the day or just hang out here?
During the day, it's like I try not to do too much, but at night is when I attack. You know?
What do you do at night?
We get supplies.
Get supplies?
Yeah.
You sleep here right here?
No, this is like my office area.
I don't sleep. I'm a vampire.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm Nosferatu. I just woke up recently though. Like check it out. You see?
Yeah.
So you say you didn't sleep.
I'm like a dark shaman priest. I used to worship Saint Lucifer is like the main thing. I just remember these names are probably today.
You worshipped him before?
Well, no, never. Like, I'm my own guy. I don't worship shit, but I got people's backs. Drugs, you know what I mean? If y'all wanted to take maybe like a hit.
Which drug do you prefer?
I like blues. I would quit crystal if I had blues, like a prescription and shit or whatnot. I like morphine, like morphines and shit.
Good for you, man.
Thank you, man. I really needed this. With this, I'm gonna try to get my ID, maybe. I might end up just wasting it on drugs. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, there's a way out, brother.
What I need is some people to just pray for me to have like strength and physiques.
Got you. Got Narcan?
Narcan?
I'm gonna give you some, guys. I'm gonna give you some.
What is that?
That shit really helps.
No, it takes 3 to bring you back.
Oh, nasal spray.
You guys out here that way.
Take it easy, bro.
Take it easy, guys.
Yep.
Getting out of here is insane. Jeez, you barely fit in here. Whew. Oh man, sludge foot. A big boy over here.
I got it here.
Could be a lineman.
Thank you, brother.
All right, we are heading down.
Shine a light. Shine a light.
Shine a light. Shine a light. Got supplies.
It is dark in these tunnels. We're just approaching and seeing if anyone's there. I hate being hated by most everyone for what other people do. Not all homeless people are bad. I like that. This is crazy, dude. So sketchy. It's completely dark in here. And cold. It's interesting that there's natural light right here. Like, crazy, right?
Just a manhole cover.
There's daylight right there. You can see a little glimpse of the sky. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's turn off the light for 1 second. Oops. Damn, it is pitch black in here.
They live here. They wake up. They know. They know where the rocks are.
They can hear the sounds of the street.
Everything.
What does that sound right now? Is that like
the street? Cars.
Just cars on the street?
Yeah, the freeway is right here. We're under the freeway. The tunnel is like the best example of both addiction and homelessness, because to think that like this would be your normal,
right?
But it gives you the illusion, right? Like I got a roof over my head. And during the summer, it's not as hot down here. During the winter, it's not as cold because it blocks the wind. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was a lot of randomness
right.
that happened. You know what I mean? Like there was a guy in my neighborhood that was killing homeless people with a hammer for a couple weeks, and they caught him. You know what I mean? But like just random stuff like that. Like people would drive by and throw a bottle. People would yell things.
Damn.
And plus other homeless people out there. You know what I mean?
Whoa. What is going on over here?
It's all debris from the last rain.
Whoa. Dude, that's the back of Caesar Palace.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can see the sign for Rod Stewart,
yeah.
But like nobody knows that there's people under here. Why did you originally come to Vegas?
I was getting in a lot of trouble back home, and I had a friend that lived out here. He was a cook, and I was a cook at the time. I came out here to kind of try and change my life, and when I landed, very quickly I realized he wasn't so much a friend as much as a using buddy, you know what I mean? So I landed here, we were in a bad neighborhood, and it was really the environment, right? The environment, I was able to continue to do what I was doing. So I was kind of able to hold it together for a while, get married, had kids, and eventually it kind of came to an end.
And then, when did you first hear about the tunnels?
I didn't hear about it until I was like 2 or 3 years homeless. I had relapsed, was homeless right away, I was living on the surface. And when you're homeless, like there's no resources. You don't know where anything is, you know what I mean? So I kind of had to learn on the fly. And it kind of progressed, right? I was, the area I talked about, Four-Master is like a major hub for homelessness in Las Vegas. And got used to being homeless, figured out my hustles and all that. And then I went to another area of town called by the Rescue Mission. And while I was there, I built up a group of friends and people that I used to hustle with and get high together. And the day came, my buddy was like, hey, come over here, come check us out with me. I went with him. He introduced me to what would be my tunnel for the next 2.5 years.
What was life like those first few years in the tunnel?
Little sense of community, you know what I mean? And but it was also a lot of chaos too, you know what I mean? A lot of chaos. Is that Jay?
You want Jay?
Jay, I brought a friend, he wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Where are you from, bro?
New Hampshire, East Coast.
Oh, yeah. Which part of New Hampshire?
Like, I grew up in Chichester, but I lived in Concord most of my life.
And how long you been out here in Las Vegas?
Too long. Like 10 years, 12 years, I don't know, a long time.
What's it like to live down here?
It's horrible. Yeah, there's no plus side to it in any way. They can flood at any time, even though we have a drought. Thievery is always a problem, and then seriously haunted.
Haunted?
Oh, yeah.
In what ways?
Some stuff's from here, some's not. I mean, basically, I suppose.
So there's no sense of community, like people getting along, or every man for themselves?
I mean, it used to be a community, but those days are gone. I can't even tell you who lives here.
Is there anything that you want that you don't have right now?
All material objects have zero value to me. I've had all my stuff stolen so many times and bulldozed. It's absolutely irrelevant. That has no value whatsoever. Money really has no value. I mean, like I say that, that's sad. I mean, I got a bunch of money in the bank, got Social Security. I'm 100% disabled. I get money every month. It goes into a bank account that I can't get because I don't have my ID.
But it sounds like there is an escape for you.
No, there is. And, I don't give a about the money in any way. You have no idea how much I mean. I could care less.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you down here?
The haunting thing's pretty serious. I mean, I don't even tell people about this. There's demons, there's that's from here, there's shit not from here.
You've seen demons?
Oh yeah.
What do they look like?
They're blacker than black.
What kind of drugs do you mess around with down here?
Just dope, that's all.
Do you have contact with any of your family back home?
No, I don't talk to any of them.
Friends?
No.
What do they think you're doing right now?
They think I'm dead. They thought I was dead.
Have you ever seen someone get killed down here?
Seen someone chopped up. I mean, I don't know if they die. But there's definitely been people killed down here.
You've seen people get chopped up? Like with a knife?
Something like that, yeah.
Have you been in prison?
No. I don't know how to even keep up with the laws or the statutes. Now you can't stand on the boulevard, you can't sit on the boulevard, you can't be 20 yards from an elevator.
You mean all the homeless people?
Yeah, 100%. Going to the boulevard now is just like a go to jail free card. You can't stand in one spot, you can't sit in one spot. It's some new law they just passed. It's targeted towards homeless people. Mind you, we have our own courthouse. Right? We have different laws and everything else. If I get caught on the boulevard with a glass, like a bottle of beer, I'm going to jail for a month. But the tourists can bring them, can have bottles of beer, so it's illegal to push a shopping cart down the sidewalk if it has a company name on it. And now there's a new law where it's illegal to have a shopping cart even anywhere near you because it's store property. How do you keep up with these laws? How do you know what you can't stand 20 yards from an elevator? I mean, that's just weird.
That's awful. I mean, you're just kicked out of your own land, basically.
And they have a corridor restriction where if you get a ticket in the corridor area, which is all the boulevard, the casinos, all the area, you go to jail for 30 days, then 90 days, and 6 months, then a year, then 5 years. Mind you, I know 2 people that committed first-degree murder and got out in 2.5 years.
Wow.
That's
Do you mind if I ask what happened to your eye?
Gunshot wound to the head. Yep.
Down here?
No, back east.
Okay.
Yep. So every day's a gift because I guarantee that you don't expect to wake up and get shot.
Are you depressed?
No.
You're just existing. You're coasting.
That's it. Yep. And it's like, it is what it is. And I don't know how to fix the problem as far as that goes. Like,
where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Dead. I don't have anything to look forward to, I'd say. Yeah. I mean that. It's like I just don't. I'm not like suicidal or anything like that. I just don't. Every day is like the movie Groundhog Day. It's just repetitive. Every day. And anything you try to do to get ahead won't work.
Shine a light, brother. It's Rob. Where you at, brother? Okay, I see you. I'm coming over. You good? Don't shoot.
Do you have a cigarette?
I do, baby. How you been? I got my friend with me. He's got a camera.
Hi. How are you?
Here's 3. Here you go. You need a lighter? Here you go, baby. How long you been down here?
I just got here.
Just got here?
But since 2019.
2019. Where are you from? You from Vegas?
I just came over from the railroads. Over their office there.
Anybody else in here with you or no?
If they are, they're probably sleeping. Yeah. How you guys doing?
Good. Here's our number.
Alright.
If you want to try and get out, we'd love to help you. You know this. I tell you this all the time.
I need a detox program, but for conduit sewer. I almost got into one. Yeah.
For what?
And it's not like a dry, clean club thing, you know? It's not AA. It's
All right.
It can be.
Give us a call, okay? You have a good day.
I think you too. Is it wavy?
No.
Out there? Okay.
No.
She's clearly on drugs, right?
Yeah, mental health too.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you had to guess, what kind of drugs is she on?
Probably meth. Probably meth. Meth is a very popular homeless drug because it keeps you attentive, keeps you like aware. You know what I mean? Like you can hustle. He's got a camera, just so you know. It's funny.
How you doing?
How are you, brother? Good. You want to talk to him for a little bit?
What's going on? How you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
Jesse, brother.
How long have you been living down here?
In the tunnels, a few years.
2 years. That's where you sleep?
Yeah. That's where I sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah.
You just got these supplies like from outside and then just put them down? And what is all this stuff?
Okay, stuff.
Oh, that's not yours? What's the toilet situation like down here?
Bucket.
Bucket?
Then take it out.
What about the fact that there's no light anywhere? Is that tough?
No.
No?
Flashlight.
It's their home. They're used to it. Like when I was down here, I used to do this. The light. If I didn't have a light, I just put my hand on the wall. You just run it like this, so you know where.
Yeah.
When you were down here, did you have a setup like this for a bed?
Similar, very similar.
Yeah.
I was pretty simple. I didn't have. At times I had big camps and all that, but then by the end I was just, crash out and keep going.
Right.
My hustle was like dumpster diving and petty crimes and shit. It wasn't that. I got attacked with a golf club one time. I got hit with a brick. I mean, it was just like it wasn't that big a deal.
Crazy.
In the moment it was, right? But like,
yeah.
That's how. I saw a sword fight. I was walking down the street in the middle of the night. I looked to my left. I hear cling, cling, cling. 3 guys were fighting with swords, bleeding the whole 9 yards, and I just kept walking. It wasn't even that big because
I'm not getting involved. I don't have a sword.
But also like that was normal. I remember sitting under the bridge one day and the guy was like, this isn't normal, right? Like normal people are not walking around with knives. And I was, for me it was, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It just became normal.
We're going back this way?
Yeah. Let's go find some people.
Yeah.
I am shocked by the stories coming out of the tunnels. How can people survive down here? The Las Vegas Underground is an example of what's wrong with our approach to homelessness in America. It's difficult when people are arrested on random charges like jaywalking and given little resources when they get out of jail. We need more organizations like Shine a Light that treat humans with dignity. As for now, we are heading above ground to drive to a different tunnel, and I have no idea who we are bound to meet.
Crazy that you just walk on the street next to all these buildings, golf courses, and then just right under here.
That's the biggest thing with homelessness, and especially in Las Vegas, right? Like, nobody even knows they're here.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows they're here.
Yeah, it's where it becomes like this cat and mouse game of they don't want to be seen and they don't want to be, they don't want to get in trouble, which I understand, right? I was out here doing the same things.
You know that guy?
Hey, you want a cigarette? Want a cigarette?
He looks a little violent.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we not go in there?
It's all right. How are you, brother?
What do you work for?
Shine a Light?
Right. You was just say,
Rob.
Southern Nevada, I was just say, you. How you guys doing today?
Good, brother.
Good, how are you?
I can be better.
Yeah.
Going through a divorce.
Yeah.
It hurts bad.
Yeah.
Like real bad.
I've been through 2 of them. I get
Where
it.
I don't give a about anything,
Our number's on there. You ever want help, man?
You've been through 2 divorces?
I have, yeah.
Sucks.
Sucks like ass.
It sucks. It takes 2 to make it work.
100%.
It takes 2 to want something beautiful. I'd rather throw you the trunk and throw you over a bank.
Hey, our number's on that bracelet, man. If you ever want help, please call us.
It's really nice of you to give the bracelet. It's smart to do the bracelet because it stays on them.
Yeah.
Really smart. Yeah. If you give them a card, that card will be gone in 2 seconds.
Gone.
2 seconds.
Shine a light. Anybody home? What's up, brother? How are you?
That dude right here.
You ever think about getting out?
I just finished having a job like 3 weeks ago, and I got a car, Sobriety would be great, you know what I mean?
What if we take care of you? What if we take care of the first 3 months?
Is that right?
Here's the deal. We'll walk through this together, okay?
Okay.
So I'll take you to Crossroads. You clear a detox. We put you into housing. In housing, you do treatment. Kind of work on getting all your basic documents, anything you need. Get you set up. Then we'll put you in sober living. We pay for the first 3 months of sober living too. So it's 6 months. Focus on your recovery. Look for good work. We'll help you get job development.
Changed my life, huh?
I did it. He did it. He did it. He's doing it.
I'm doing it right now.
He's graduating.
I'm graduating.
So we'll help you.
I feel you, though. I feel you. I need to get back on track. Like, everybody here is on my case, too. Like, when are you going to get another job? When are you going to stop focusing?
We support one another.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could get a phone number to call you guys back.
It's on your bracelet, bro.
Oh, is that right?
On the inside, on the inside.
Oh, okay.
It rings to all our phones.
Oh, really? All right. Yeah, I'll hit you guys up, bro.
Don't wait too long, dog.
I know. Hey, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks, bro.
Offer never goes away.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Offer
Very nice
never
to
goes
meet you, sir.
You
Nice
too.
to meet you, bro.
Right
Take
on,
care,
man.
man.
You guys have a great day.
You too, bro. Stay safe out here.
Convincing people to accept help is no easy feat. Why should they trust anybody when they're constantly on high alert? But I'm about to talk to one volunteer who gives me hope on our way to the next tunnel.
My name's Raina. I'm originally from Southern California. I've lived in Vegas most of my life. I'm 30 years old.
Were you living in the tunnels?
I have lived in the tunnels before, yes. So I had a pretty normal childhood. My parents did their best with that. It was a good deal growing up. Well, when I graduated high school, I had very low self-esteem. I was with a partner that I would do quite anything for. And they brought home heroin one day, and I was upset with the situation, but I didn't walk away from it. So my life changed after that. At that point, I had lived on my own. I had a car, job.
How old were you at that point?
18. As I became more physically dependent, I became friends with people that were more like me. And I eventually met people who lived down in the tunnels. And I was very impressed by it at first. I had no idea that people lived down there. And it started to become more normal. I would go hang out. I had friends who were really nice, genuine people, and so I would try to provide some kind of normalcy. You know, take them out to movies, whatever stuff, because I still had things. And slowly those things slipped away, lost the place, was living out of the car. I lost my car, and well, I knew exactly where to go because I knew safe people or people I felt safe around.
Right.
And said, hey, the day's come, I don't know what I'm doing. And you know, I was very fortunate in that I was immediately taken in and safe.
When you kept going there the first time, were you going there to do heroin or just to meet people?
I was going there, it was a safe place to use with other people. I lived in the tunnels as a whole for a couple years. Outside of that, I lived in abandoned buildings, you know, little dark places on the streets, people's couches.
How did you find your way out of the tunnels?
I got out of homelessness on a big arrest. I got arrested and they offered me treatment because I suffered from substance use disorder. And I took the offer, and my mom showed up to my court date out there. My family had been looking for me, and she asked if I could do treatment out here. So I went to Salvation Army in 2017, and I wasn't homeless after that. I stayed sober in 2019. It was a gradual process of figuring things out, but that's where I started to stay around.
That's awesome. And you've been sober for how long?
I've been sober for 4 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think it's nice to have resources and a community of people that we didn't have when I was out here.
Irish!
You know that guy?
Come to Chick-fil-A!
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about the dude with a sign on the street. I was just about to say, do you know that guy? But then I figured, now there's so many homeless people here, you probably don't know. He's like, I know that guy. Yeah, let's go walk across and pick him, for sure. All right, we are going to find that guy holding the sign. Found the hole.
Yeah.
So it's common for people to kind of beg on the street in the day and then at night go to the tunnel?
Yeah, of course. They probably, they take shifts, I'm sure, like spots and then go.
And how much money do you think they can make in one day by holding a sign here?
I had a guy, when I was first homeless, he was ruthless.
Yeah.
His signs would be like, I lost my brother, you know what I mean, just total guilt trip. He would make hundreds of dollars.
Really? But that's kind of up to say I lost my brother to get money. Like, that's 100%. Not cool, man. You're just lying to people, essentially.
So that's probably where it comes from for me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Irish.
Hey, man. How you doing, man? Drew, nice to meet you. You make any money out there?
No.
Nothing?
Did it on the strip before just for fun.
Did you make any money?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
How much?
$680 in one day, one morning.
What?
Yeah.
He said he made $680 in one day on the strip.
Yeah. Believe it. I threw a sign and said, my wife left me for a very ugly man with a much smaller penis than mine.
You put that on the sign?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. on the bottom. He bought my sign, a big sign. He bought it for $400 himself. Promised not to put his name on it.
How long you been living out here?
Ever since my kids died.
When was that?
2011. My son was shot and killed out of jealousy because he got a full football scholarship.
Really?
And yeah, October 14, 2011, a drunk driver went off the side of the road and killed my daughter and friends.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Yeah,
We got the whole crew with us. We have a bag full of supplies and we are heading in to our next tunnel. I still don't see the tunnel. Oh, it's there. It's like a puzzle to find the entrance to the tunnel. Oh, wow. That's the entrance? Whoa. That's how you get in?
Well, this is one way. You wanted to come this way?
What? You have to go down the rope?
Yeah.
Welcome to Las Vegas.
It's like right here by the...
Yeah, I mean, we walked around for like 15 minutes to find the entrance and it's this.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
Have you seen
The wood ladder is pretty imposing.
Have you seen an entrance like this before?
I have not.
I have not.
Are you going down?
Yeah.
All right. We're going in. We're going in.
It was beautiful. Look at that form.
Oh, good. Down we go. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Long walk, bro. Whoa, man. This is wild. We are walking in puddles right now. These are the only shoes I have. They're gonna be drenched for days. Water hitting us from the ceiling. Well, my feet are completely soaked in water, like socks and shoes, and it doesn't smell good. Oh, this place is creepy. It's really dark and grimy down here. We've been walking in here for a while. It's crazy.
People brought 2 baby alligators from Florida here, and one of them died instantly, and the other one lived for 3 years. Got to be almost 7 feet long, and got a guy about 6 months ago.
There was an alligator in here? Whoa. Look at that.
Oh, you got any more flashlights?
No flashlights, we got socks and water. Sure.
Are you fixing your bike?
Huh? Oh, no. He's gonna fix that like my friend's bike.
Oh.
Here you go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
It is so eerie down here, it's hard to put into words. The smell, the water at your feet. You can hear the cars above you. It's like, it feels like you're in a dungeon of hell, basically. How you doing, bro? What's going on? Where are you from, man?
From Hawaii.
Hawaii? Oh, which island?
Oahu.
Oh, nice.
So is Jesse. Yeah.
Yeah, so is Jesse, the guy who's coming right now. How long have you been down here?
Maybe about a year.
About a year?
Yeah.
You ever think about coming out?
Yeah, but the cops, like, on the streets, they bother me, like, every 2 days. Like, sometimes they throw away my shit, like, 2-3 times a week. They're hoping for you to catch a case, you know, and go to jail.
What's it like to live down here?
At first, they're creepy as but then, you know, like, it took me, like, 6 months before I'd even come in the tunnel. And then, you know, another, like, maybe 2-3 months of just staring in the dark from the opening.
Right.
Cause you see shit, you know, like all the time. I see all kinds of shit. I saw somebody riding by on a bike, but then they disappear.
How long do you plan to stay here?
I'm not sure.
You have everything you need? You have food?
Yeah, I'm good at finding stuff.
What do you do above ground?
I go treasure hunting. I go treasure hunting down here too.
What does that mean? Just looking around, finding stuff?
Yeah, I check the cracks, and then I'm good at finding shit. Like some punk ass stole my backpack like 3 weeks ago and stopped his car right in front of my cart, and then grabbed my backpack, 2 of my backpacks, and then dipped out. I had like 2 pounds of silver, close to ½ pound of gold that I found in the tunnels.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I pawned some of it, but dude stole like a good amount.
How many hours a day do you spend up versus down here?
Depends. If I go to the scrapyard, I'll be out all night, like looking around for shit, and then I kind of procrastinate, so it could be down here for days.
Is that tough, like mentally, to not see sunlight for days?
If you fall asleep and you wake up with no flashlight, it sucks. So I'm always wondering what time it is.
Have you found other people down here to be friendly?
Oh yeah, super friendly. Like, we'll kill you if you like a chomo or something, you know what I mean? But everybody's, for the most part, friendly.
Do you mind me asking, like, what were you doing before you came here?
I was a chef at the Wynn. I spent 87 grand a year.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good life.
Nah, everybody's up their asses and super pretentious, you know. I wasn't like a regular one. I used to cook for Mr. Wynn, so.
What's he like?
I'm Steve Wynn, and this is my new hotel.
Like I'll be ordering like wildebeest or some penguins or something. He just likes mozzarella omelet with burnt onions, like burnt to charcoal.
So do you ever want to be a chef again or not really?
Not really. Uber driving was fun.
You had the opportunity to keep, Ubering or being a chef, but you decided to come down here just because did you want to be away from people?
Well, I just wanted to be away from the cops, but so I used to make pretty good money, Like the only thing I really miss is my car and my bathroom and my kitchen. Cause I had a badass kitchen and a huge bathroom, but you end up working like 16, 18 hours a day, just to pay for the place that you're not using.
Are you planning to go back out today, treasure hunting?
No, I gotta go cash out some shit. I got mostly everything ready to go cash out.
Do you mind if I take a look at some of the stuff you got?
Yeah.
Oh, you're cooking over here.
Well,
Oh, you got...
That's like a $900 beach cruiser I found in the trash. Just a felt.
Oh. Dude, you got a whole lot of shit over here.
I got a specialized stump dumper down there. That's a $5,000 bike.
Dude, you got like tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff, bro.
I found this this morning.
What's that?
A bag full of Jordans.
You just found it?
Yeah. Like one of those, like limited edition jerseys.
Where'd you find it? In a dumpster?
Yeah.
So someone just threw it away and you just picked it up. That's
You
it?
just gotta know where to look. But them's all Jordans.
Dude, what the There's a lot of Jordans, man.
Hell yeah.
Why the hell would someone just throw that in a dumpster, bro?
You'd be surprised what you find in a dumpster.
What's the most valuable thing you found?
A Cartier Ballon Bleu watch.
What'd you do with it?
I was gonna pawn it, but then when I was shopping around the pawn shops, the person that I had it safekeeping was like, "They got us, bro." So yeah, whatever's,
You got all that other stuff down there?
That's just like clothes that need to be washed. There's another dude's camp down there.
Are you friendly with him?
Yeah. I don't know if he's in or not.
Yeah.
This chick was acting up this morning, so he might be out treasure hunting too.
Damn, dude, you got all kinds of stuff in here.
Yeah. Most of it I tear apart.
Just for fun?
No, for scrap.
Oh.
Like shit I take is like stuff that I can break apart for scrap.
So what do you do when it rains? You just go up?
Well, you just gotta be ready for if it's gonna rain big and fast, or...
How do you get a notice if it's gonna rain? Someone says, hey, it's raining.
I mean, sometimes you don't get no notice. You just gotta, like your main shit that you don't wanna lose, and just grab that shit and go sometimes.
How do you get power to cook?
Oh, wood fire.
You just make a wood fire?
Yeah.
But
I can do
But there's no chimney, so what, it's just everything gets super smoky in here?
Nah, you just gotta know how to do it.
You think you'll ever have like the motivation to go out and work a big boy job again? Like in the casino or something, restaurant?
Nah, I'm smart enough to do whatever I like, just treasure hunting shit and, make about the same.
You can make $80,000 a year?
Probably. I just gotta refine my little goat hunting skills.
It's impressive, dude.
Like I already know how to pull the goat out the circuit boards from all these computers and shit. So probably could come close.
You don't seem like someone who's taking drugs all the time.
I take drugs all the time, but I do that shit for fun,
Yeah, you don't do it like 'cause you're...
Yeah, I don't steal from nobody to do
Right.
that or...
What drug do you prefer?
Crystal.
Yeah.
Everybody likes some blues and shit nowadays. Like, that shit's dangerous though.
Is it easy to find down here?
I mean, you can find it anywhere.
It's expensive?
Nah, it's super cheap shit down here. Like, you can get like $1,000 worth of shit for like $20.
Really?
$40.
That cheap? Why is it so cheap here?
Because it's only worth what somebody gonna pay for it.
That's true.
Before you get it stolen or...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is
this like a dark and scary place when you're all up?
Nah.
You just kind of zen out?
Ain't shit scare me no more. Like, I mean, you gotta really try.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
I mean, I'm smart, so I could stay here or I could go. I might make a Ninja Turtle layer deeper in.
How would you explain the tunnels of Las Vegas to somebody who's never heard of them before?
Fun and like good deals if you gotta know people first though. You gotta know somebody's name and be invited, or else Don't even come down, else you might end up in a bird cage.
Yeah, I really appreciate you sharing, man. It's
No problem.
After being in the tunnel for a few hours, my feet are completely drenched, smell like crap, and what am I complaining about? These people have nothing. Addicted to drugs, it's really, really sad. And they do need help.
If Vegas hides its struggle underground, Los Angeles shows its crisis right out in the open.
Skid Row is a 50-block area in downtown Los Angeles, holding one of the largest populations of homeless people in the United States. With over 5,000 residents living in encampments, many of them are addicted to drugs, but the lack of mental health services leaves many without the support they need, putting them in a cycle of adversity that is hard to break. I heard about one organization that provides food, medical care, and shelter to vulnerable people in Skid Row. It's called Midnight Mission, and I'm about to meet up with Dante and Heidi, two volunteers who were drawn to work here because they both know firsthand what it is like to be without a home.
Really what our goal is to go out of business, right? If we can just get everybody housed and where they need to be, we could shut the doors, that would be the best thing.
Together, Dante and Heidi are gonna show me around the most dangerous streets in America.
So most people, when they hear the word Skid Row, they immediately think like danger.
Yes.
What's your response to that?
Well, everywhere's dangerous.
Sure, I agree with that.
So of course it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But not as dangerous as it's put out to be.
Right.
The violence is rising because we're getting so many other people from different places and they're bringing different energy. Attacks, like people being hit with poles or stabbings and things like this. It's just starting to rise up. And then the summertime too, usually around the summer, people get hotter, frustrated and things happen. Hey, you all right, bro? Oh, he breathing. We'll do wellness checks and they'll be laying like that, dying.
You've seen just dead people?
Of course.
Often?
Of course, often. My second year working here, every other week I came to work, someone was OD'd in a tent somewhere. Or when we go around and do wellness checks in the morning, wake people up, we would have 2 or 3 people died. And then when it got cold, we had a couple people die from freezing.
Freezing?
Yeah, out here.
More people die of hypothermia on the streets of Los Angeles than in New York. Because New York has the right to shelter, so they'll have shelter, but here,
I guess
people don't think about it.
So each tent is a home for one person, or?
Or sometimes 2 people, or just a person and their dog.
You can see tents and tents and tents here on the sidewalks. Homes for the people. Guess it's a bit more shelter than just a tent.
Yeah.
If it rains or something.
Well, for the rain, they're real resourceful though. You see the tarps?
Yeah.
That's for the rain.
So crazy walking around these streets. Just a lot of simulation everywhere. People coming up to you. I'm literally shocked right now. I don't know what to think.
You want to talk to us for a second? About your experiences being down here on Skid Row?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Janice, #1 Skid Row dancer.
#1 Skid Row dancer.
She really is. She is the best dancer. Number one. You're number 2?
Really? What is it like to live in Skid Row?
It's cool. We get everything down here. We get a blessing every day.
So have you always been a dancer, or is it something that you just learned while you?
I grew up dancing like Michael Jackson them. I was at home watching them, and I be out at home practicing with them. They getting down, I'm getting down with them. Hey!
What's the best and the worst thing about living here?
The best thing? I just love downtown, because I am #1.
And what's the worst thing about living here?
When they get to fighting and stuff, somebody hating on somebody, for what, I don't know. I seen another man take his life right there at that building right there. He jumped. I was right there by the midnight. He was way at the top. How he got up there in that building, look how it's blocked off. That was strange to me, for real.
I think it's time we should see some of your dance moves. Okay.
So wanna get you look like a sage. Straight from the Middle East, feel like a rocket. Give me a beat, I'm a rocket. Feeling like Rocky, fit in my pockets. Bipolar man, humble and cocky. They try to copy, give me the money. I need my dreams like it's broccoli. I ain't trying to board on the
It's an everyday occurrence.
They get a call, the fire department, here in Skid Row, a call every 7 seconds.
True.
I mean, we've heard a bunch of ambulances so far, but damn, that's crazy.
Every 7 seconds.
You see here, this is the police station.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the police. So this is a police station.
This is the police station. There was a guy that was shot in the head right here.
Like right here, in front of the police station.
Right here in front of the police station.
And then they don't do anything?
And they didn't catch the guy. They just shot. It started to even be harder to get the police to come out. They asked so many questions before even.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we got a guy that was assaulted. Hey, is he bleeding? How old is he? Can he talk? Can he stand? It's like, hey, just come out and come see about it. Yeah.
How are you?
God bless you. God bless you too. Good to see you.
God bless you. God bless you too.
All right.
Hi.
What's going on over here?
Probably a
Looks
testing site.
Diabetes testing. They got some COVID tests there.
It's open for anyone?
So this is,
way.
LA Christian Health Center. You can
And
come into.
they just roll up on a
Free.
corner and everybody can go up? And for food, I'm guessing people make food, they dumpster dive. What's the food situation like?
The missions make it where they don't have to
Of
dumpster
course.
dive, but a lot of them still do. I guess when you get used to something or accustomed to something, that's just what they'll do. Like this gentleman here.
It's so crazy that right there you just see these huge banks, like right here.
Right here from Skid Row.
Yeah, it's such a contrast.
Did you know that LA County has the largest population of poverty, homelessness, and also the largest population of billionaires?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not much in between.
Not much, they're cutting out middle class. They're cutting that out.
Middle class is
it's done. It's almost done for. Yeah.
Skid Row is an extreme example of America's shrinking middle class. Over the past few decades, wages have stagnated while the cost of living has soared. The gap between rich and poor widens, pushing many into financial turmoil and even homelessness. In fact, the share of adults who live in middle-class households fell from 61 to 50% in the last 50 years. Sky-high housing prices, crippling healthcare costs, and mounting student debt push more people into poverty, making places like Skid Row symbols of a larger economic struggle. So you can just set up a tent anywhere. There's no like.
They're not supposed to set the tents up until like I think about 6 o'clock, but
nobody's stopping them.
They don't have enough manpower, I don't believe, to enforce, and it would probably start a riot.
Is it growing or shrinking?
Growing.
It's growing.
Growing.
If you ask any homeless person in LA, if they don't live here, like what's the reputation of Skid Row?
Dangerous. Drugs, the lowest of the low.
What percentage of people out here are on drugs every day?
A lot of it stems from another problem, you know, most of the time. Mental health, lost a house, or family put you out, and then being here, you're gonna try something, and then I think that's where the stuck process comes. A lot of people come down here not intending on staying here, you know?
Yeah. What happens here at nighttime? What's the vibe like on the streets?
It's a different vibe nighttime. Everybody's up. That's when a lot of people are using or seeking to use or going to get money to use, you know, so.
Sure.
Good morning.
How you doing, Queen? All right. How you fellas doing? How you guys doing?
Good morning.
She said they took my tent, I think that's what she said.
Yeah.
The police took your tent? I don't know.
Oh yeah, see this is what they do. They come every other Wednesday.
Yeah.
And they'll clean up the streets.
Who's they?
The city. The police will come out with the city.
And they'll just remove people's tents?
They'll just remove the tent.
That's not cool, that's their home.
Yeah.
You'll hear of a sweep. This is a sweep, because literally they're sweeping.
And it sucks because it's a double-edged sword. Of course you want businesses clean, but then you want to let people that already don't have homes somewhere to sleep warm. So human life is human life, you know, so.
Sweeps on Skid Row are city-led cleanups where officials clear out homeless camps. Residents must pack up and move immediately, often losing their belongings. Though meant to improve safety, sweeps are controversial. Critics say they just shift the problem around without fixing it. Instead of helping, these sweeps often make life harder for the homeless, pushing them further into despair.
How you doing, Texas?
Hi.
What's up, Pekka?
How are you?
They're coming on this side after?
Can we help her?
We could.
Yeah, let's help her. Let's help her.
Tanaya.
Can we help you?
Can we help you?
No, we're gonna help you move the tent.
You sure?
All right. Okay.
All right.
Well, nice seeing you. You gotta move your stuff too? You got a minute? You got a second? You want to talk to me for a second?
What's going on?
I'm tired.
You're tired. How would you describe it out here to someone who has no idea what Skid Row is? Tough question.
Man, the boss make it real tough for y'all. In order to keep a job, you gotta get your knees dirty and kiss.
What's the best and the worst part about living here?
The best part about it is you ain't gotta kiss your dog or nothing behind. The worst part about it is you like me. I'm 70 years old. I've been out here since 2004, back and forth to prison. Prison's much better than this.
Prison's much better than this? You get respect in prison.
You get more
but nobody gives you respect here.
You get robbed. I'm homeless. I don't have anything. The clothes I got today, I got yesterday. This was clean.
Have you made any friends or people that you would call friends? Or are they just kind of acquaintances?
Friends are expensive.
Thanks for chatting with me, I appreciate it.
Come back to the mission, you know you need anything.
I do, right now.
All right, well come on back up there. You know the clothes are already out right now.
I was saying, mind your mother and father, but they could be off the chain too.
Appreciate it, man. It seems to be 80 to 90% male on these streets.
Yeah, it's more male.
Are females, do they hang out with other females or do they kind of mix in?
They kind of mix in. with the women down here, that's a large spectrum. Some of them are with guys that they don't particularly even like, but it's for protection.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah.
Because down here as just a woman alone,
yeah,
not a good scene, especially after hours. A lot of things go on in these tents that the cops are just passing by. You would never know what's going on. You got a lot of predators down here too. So you get young women that come down here and hook up with a guy that, you know, promised them something,
right,
clothes or something, and a downward spiral, so yeah.
So when you see people like this, you try to move them, or you just let them sleep?
No, I let him sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was having a seizure, and someone decided to jump on top of her and rape her. And while that was happening, the cops came. And while the cops came to try to help her, somebody had a knife and tried to knife the cops.
Yeah, walk behind
on this street corner?
Right here.
Oh my God, and she's
right
still here?
Yeah, and she's still here. Since you're talking about women here on the streets, that's what happened.
Yeah, they're just seen as targets.
How you doing, ma'am?
Good morning.
How are you? You look really nice.
So pretty. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Would you be interested in sharing your story?
Due to a circumstance of me creating incredibly like valuable intellectual property as a career, they've been attempting to murder me over it. I could use any safety you guys could offer.
Have you ever heard of the Midnight Mission?
Yeah, I don't want to do any of that stuff because the guy who was my payee for my federal disability shut it off illegally and was monopolizing the apartment. So
in a rough space.
They've basically been trying to pawn me off as a dumb drug addict. So, nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
We're gonna stay living.
Yes, yes.
So this marker's cooler. I was going to Home Depot. These things are awesome.
That is pretty
they
cool.
Have ones that have like blocks. I do my best to have a good time no matter what's going on, you know?
Yep, for sure. So the Midnight Mission is a shelter, a couple blocks. It's actually on 6th and San Pedro.
Okay.
But we give out meals, 3 meals a day, and we have showers and restrooms, and we do have women's shelter. It doesn't cost anything. Everything that we do is completely free.
Well, they've tried to hurt me more than once. So I get a little nervous about that.
I understand.
That's why I'm like, you know what? They made a lot of money, and they exploited me and made me look like something I'm not.
Well, if you decide you want to, we got guys like Dante and Michael over there. They're our security, so we have security 24/7.
Okay.
So you would be safe.
Well, do they do that there? Do they electrocute people and shit?
No.
It is heartbreaking that some residents refuse help due to past mistreatment. It is true that mental health issues on Skid Row are a crisis within a crisis. Over 1/3 of residents suffer from severe illnesses like schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. The area is a mental health desert with services stretched too thin to meet overwhelming demand. Untreated conditions worsen in the chaotic environment. Without stable housing, regular treatment is nearly impossible. Outreach programs and clinics struggle to cope, leading to public breakdowns, self-harm, and violent outbursts. The situation shows a desperate need for comprehensive mental health care and housing solutions, highlighting severe societal neglect.
I got some good people here. They wanted to see if you wanted to just share like 2 minutes of what it's been like to be on Skid Row, be down here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I guess Big Russ is your name? That's what they call you?
Yeah, Russell, Big Russ.
What's the best and the worst part about living in Skid Row?
The best part is so freedom, no expectations, no responsibilities. Some of us don't handle responsibility very well, which is me. And then the worst thing is any second, you could lose your life, over something as simple as somebody wanting your shoes.
How do you deal with those situations that are life and death?
The best thing you can possibly do is turn around and walk away. Any form of confrontation at all can lead to you losing your life.
Have you found many friends here?
I know this sounds bad, but different streets are owned by different, cliques or different, they like to call themselves a family, which in a sense they are, They protect each other. Like before I went into where I'm staying now, I lived on Wall Street.
You did?
The next street over, which is one of the worst streets, like Crocker. If you're not family, they let you know immediately that you're there only as a customer.
Interesting. Before you were living on Wall and here, what were you doing?
I used to be a coder.
Do you still have a passion for that, or do you think you could still code someday?
Yeah, I can still code, but the thing is, where I have a problem with, responsibility, either people depending on me or me depending on them, it forms a lot of anxiety. And that's why living on the street or living in a shelter or whatever is a little more easier for me.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
I should have my own apartment, you know, which is coming within 60 to 90 days. And it'll be Section 8 housing.
Good for you.
It's not bad. 5 years from now, I should have a non-demanding job, one that doesn't require like a quota or a time-based, you know.
I hope you can find a job like that.
So do I. It was nice meeting you guys. Thank you.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
If you could say one message to everybody in the world, what would you tell them?
Hope is the single most powerful force in the universe. You know, love comes and goes, but hope, every single thing in the world has hope. I hope I get a new job. I hope I get a better pay. I hope I get a daughter. You know, hope is the single most driving force in the universe. Never give up hope.
Very powerful.
You made me cry. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'll take a hug.
Right on, I love hugs.
I'm gonna give you a hug too if you love hugs.
Self-aware, Russ.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, big Russ. I'll see you guys.
Have a good day. Okay?
Can I pet your dog? Oh, she's trying to bite me. What is this area?
These are like the older cats. They don't keep up a lot of trouble. They all hang together.
Yeah.
Usually just, you see how mellow they are.
Yeah, this is like the chillest zone.
Yeah,
I've
it's like
seen
the
so
chill.
far.
Yeah. It's always like
a
this.
bunch of world flags and playing some cool
They're
music.
usually mellow.
Yeah.
It's a population of everybody that comes right here. He wants to know. He said they talked to you before.
How you doing? Have we met? I don't believe so. But can we meet?
Hi, William. I'm Heidi.
So you've seen a transformation here. Is it more safe or more dangerous now than before?
More dangerous.
More dangerous. Did you ever almost lose your life?
I've been shot. I went hunting back home
Where did you get shot?
in my leg
In your leg? So how long have you been living in this tent right here, in this spot?
about 2 years. I'm trying to get housing.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing from a lot of people. It's hard to get housing. You think you'll get it soon?
I hope so.
What's your take on the current situation of Skid Row?
It's not good. They get all this money to do things for us, but we don't see none of it. It's going in their pockets. That's all. My wife and I was down here, and we both came down here. Our wheelchairs broke down because I use a motorized wheelchair. We went to the mission, and they wouldn't give us no bedding, nowhere to sleep because of our wheelchairs. Said they didn't have no elevator. But come to find out, they did have an elevator.
So why would they not give it to you?
I don't know.
Where's your wife now?
She was in a nursing home. I don't know where she is now.
Have you seen her lately? No? Do you mind if I look inside your tent? Oh, wow.
It's messy right now because I'm unpacking it. Because I had to pack up because we have to leave.
You got a lot of stuff in here.
It looks like a lot of stuff.
If you could say one message to everybody in the world, what would you tell them?
Stay prayed up. Jesus is on his way back.
Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Here's his dog right here, crossing the cage. Holy shit. That's a mean boy right there.
Nobody but his owner.
No, I'm scared of that dog.
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years.
I'm
32, so I mean,
yeah.
can't even imagine.
The last thing you said was, I'm not crazy yet. How do you do that?
Where are you going?
That picture that you just
I'm
took,
not recording anything. Where are you?
like I said, suing everybody.
That was interesting. What's going on? Kind of walking through a busy street here.
I know, right?
A lot of action around here. Can you share more about your own personal story? Like, you're from Compton. What was it like growing up there?
Well, for me, it was like I told you, it's dangerous everywhere.
Sure.
So of course there was danger, gang violence, but it was actually a beautiful place to grow up. My uncle Stan used to work here, but before he worked here, when I was younger, he dealt with drugs, and we used to bring food here to the Midnight Mission to him. He called me one day. I had just left my other job, and I was actually looking for work, and he asked me, did I want to work here? And at first, my first thing, I was like, nah, I'm not. Not going on a Skid Row. But then actually when I came down here, this is right where I needed to be. I'm a people's person.
Yeah, you are.
I like to talk to people and I like to help, so.
You just felt connection here. Yeah.
Right off back.
Heidi, what's your story? What's your connection to Skid Row?
7 years ago, I came out just on vacation in California, and we came down to tour the Midnight Mission, and I fell in love with the place. I lived in Pennsylvania, and so it took me 2 years, but then we sold everything we owned and moved out here so that I could possibly work for the Midnight Mission.
You have such a kind heart to do that. I mean, it's really incredible. And you've been here for so long, so clearly you found a lot of joy and happiness and connection out here.
I love the people, I love their stories. I feel like it's my mission to let them know that they matter, that their lives matter. And if I can be a voice to let other people know that homelessness isn't what you think it is, and that these are human beings, like somebody's mom or brother or sister. And I think
Really
once
nice.
Skid Row gets in your heart, like you can't get it out. Like it's there, that's it.
I can feel that from both of you. We're in the middle of downtown LA, so there's obviously things adjacent to Skid Row that other people would visit. Is there friction?
So the experience for people coming down here just to like go Mama Tacos or something like that, I don't think they have that much trouble.
How long has Skid Row been around?
Well, the Midnight Mission has been around for 110 years. And we're the longest standing human services provider. Like
So
we've never.
Skid Row was here when the Midnight Mission started.
Skid Row was here.
So it's over 100 years old. What has changed about Skid Row?
More women.
More women?
There used to be no tents.
Where would they sleep before?
It really wasn't sleeping. People were either down here selling drugs or doing them. But there were no like tents and laying. This was just an area where you would come do it and then they would disperse it. I remember when I was younger coming down here, there weren't any tents. Like people just laid out on the streets. I was seeing now, it wasn't tents.
I will say we've walked a lot of the streets already, and I don't really feel like I'm in danger. Like I'm seeing things, of course, but I'm not being threatened. I'm not being attacked.
This is what I'm saying.
And people, like everyone I know, that would say, "I'm not going there. I'm not going there." Yeah.
You have to be here to understand.
If people do work, what are their typical jobs here in Skid Row?
Well, depending on, a lot of them go into cleaning. A place called Chrysler's here, where they hire a lot. Most of the homeless people, they do get jobs, they'll go there.
And that's another misnomer. Like people think, these people down here, they don't want to work or they don't have a job. And it's not true. A lot of people work. And that's why we have a mail center so they can have an address in order for, a job application. It's not just about getting a job.
See, they're cleaning the streets behind me. That's their job. It's nice to see people working. I like that. Are people like selling stuff too, like on the street?
Well, they try to make their money that way. Some of them will have, chips or whatever they can get their hands on. Some of them go to the missions and get like tennis shoes and stuff like that.
Right.
And then they'll come out here and try to sell it to make some extra money or whatever.
It's cool. I like to see all the flags here.
Yeah. This here is the Joshua House. A lot of them don't have insurance to get their teeth pulled, STDs or whatever.
Right.
Everybody doesn't have insurance. The Joshua House will take it. Before the pandemic, we would charge phones. But I believe they can go to the bin or the refresh center.
Got it.
And they can charge their phone, wash their clothes and things like that.
What's that?
Are you working Section 8?
No, I work at the Midnight Mission.
Okay.
Hi.
How you doing?
I think that guy asked me if I was with Section 8. So they want Section 8 vouchers, because if you have a voucher, then when housing comes available, you can get housing. The problem is people have vouchers and they've been waiting for a year. Like people will be in our crisis and bridge center with a voucher. They are approved for housing, but there is no housing. A lot of people were housed last year, but the rate of people that are becoming homeless is greater than the rate that they can house
so they can't
people.
catch up.
Yeah.
Meeting people on Skid Row is eye-opening and heart-wrenching. Hearing their stories of struggle and survival hits me hard. I feel a mix of sadness and determination, knowing how much must be done to help these people. As I continue to walk around, I notice a blind man approaching, tapping his walking stick. He is kind enough to answer a few questions.
What made you want to come to Skid Row?
I don't have nobody to help me, and I came here because there was help in Skid Row.
Do you like the community here?
I don't like how the police manage over here and how the city manage over here, because the city helps but doesn't manage.
What's the drug problem like on Skid Row?
So are many.
Everyone's taking drugs.
Drugs, there's alcohol, there's marijuana, it's crystal, it's cocaine, it's heroin.
As a blind man, I imagine it's more difficult to be here because there's more danger.
Yeah, you see, like the city make a stupid thing to build that kind of stuff over there in the street. We don't need that kind of shit around here. I have better imagination than the city. I fail over there because that's stupid things over there.
What do you want the government to do?
To fix the streets, the money that they spend in that sidewalks over there, they can fix the sidewalks. We need that kind of token in the lights, like in Santa Monica and different cities, they got all that kind of stuff.
Hey, thanks a lot for sharing your story, man. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks a lot, man.
Right.
Appreciate it. Muchísimas gracias.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How are you? Do you like living here?
Whatever. Me gusta todo.
You like the people?
Allí good for drugs,
What kind of drugs? Smoking weed, meth? Meth. Y todos los días fumar.
Sí, todos los días.
What's your job? You working?
Demolición, pintura, construcción.
Sure.
All right, then.
Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
All right?
Yeah, of course. So here there's a bunch of clothes that they're giving out, people lining up and taking whatever you want.
And this is all vegan food. Chef, he worked at the Midnight Mission, and his dream is to bring vegan, nutritious food to the people of Skid Row. And so that's what he does. Like, that's his...
Do you think they know it's nutritious?
Maybe, maybe not.
If people watching this video want to help the community here, what can they do?
I would say whatever it is, if you wanted to bring clothes, shoes, or even just come down here and motivate people talking, this works too. You wouldn't believe how many people here. It's like talking to people, how we're going around just talking, bro. But for the most part, I would say this type of stuff, coming down, interacting, giving them something that they're actually going to use. The things that most people that we take for granted, socks and stuff, and
shoes,
they take.
yeah, man.
Yeah. Down here, shoes, like the guy Russell told you, you can die for a pair of shoes down here. That's how much is needed. So you wouldn't believe how many people that drive past the people and be like, oh, hey, what's up, King? How you doing? Dirty homeless people. And know these are people with stories like
exactly. That's my mission for coming here. Exactly. Like they are people.
They are people.
They have hopes and dreams, and you know.
They want the same thing we want.
Exactly.
It means a lot. I appreciate you even doing.
Of course, man. Thanks
shining
for,
the light, you know.
showing me around.
Yeah.
I mean, coming by myself, I don't know. It'd be a little intimidating to walk alone.
Exactly. Just
you know the streets and
the people,
the culture. Yeah.
Spending a day in Skid Row, talking to residents and witnessing the dire conditions firsthand, I am left with a profound sense of urgency. I want to use my platform to show you what it's like because we can no longer turn a blind eye to this crisis.
Now I'm heading into one of the most remote places in America that feels completely forgotten and left behind.
I'm entering a place called the Whitley City, which is apparently the biggest town in the county, and there's like nothing here. This is the only stoplight. I don't know if people are gonna want to talk to me or not, or if they're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing here? McCreary County is consistently ranked among the poorest in the country in terms of median income. It is said that the poverty rate is over 40% out here, which is pretty stark. This county doesn't have a hospital. It doesn't even have a local newspaper. But there's a ton of mom and pop stores. It's a lot more nerve-wracking to do this than it looks because people are very standoffish. I have a Texas license plate in this rental car, and when you roll up with any license plate that doesn't say Kentucky, people kind of look at you like, what are you doing here? You're kind of guilty until proven innocent. Not everybody is open and friendly, but the people that are incredible. And it's what makes America a great country. All right, here we go. Leaving the town, into the countryside.
Kentucky's story goes way back. First settled on Cherokee land, then built on coal, bourbon, bluegrass music, and of course, fried chicken.
It's the only way that you're going to get chicken that is finger-licking good.
But these days, the coal mines are closing, jobs are disappearing, and entire communities are struggling to get by.
This part of the country was one of the richest, had the highest paying jobs, a lot of people living here, a lot of activity, and now it's just literally a ghost town.
So far, I'm striking out on things to do and people to meet. But there's one thing Kentucky's famous for all over the world.
The birthplace of KFC. This is where Colonel Sanders first started cooking his world-famous chicken, all the way back in the 1930s, about 100 years ago. But his chicken became so good that travelers would literally detour all the way out here in the middle of nowhere just to taste it. At one point, Colonel was selling gas on the side of the road, which looked and felt just like this. This was Colonel Sanders' actual house. You see him here in the window. That is so freaking cool. I have a theory that nobody has seen more of the world than Colonel Sanders. There are like 30 or 40,000 KFC chains around the world, and his face is everywhere. We'll go ahead inside and check it out. But first, there's a dude playing a flute, which I'm gonna go say hi. I don't know what's going on with him. How you doing? My name's Drew, nice to meet you.
Drew?
Yeah, your music is great.
Thank you.
Are you just playing for fun, or?
Well, I'm trying to make a few tips. The old SSI checked it,
Oh.
it till the first.
I'll give you a little tip. I've traveled all over the world, like many countries, and I see KFC everywhere.
Yep.
More than McDonald's.
This is where it all started. Now, he was an interesting fella. He actually shot a guy. He was a cantankerous. If you talk to some of the locals here, that some of their family worked for him, he was a pistol.
He shot a guy?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to learn about the life here, that's it. Like, what, is it happy, is it sad?
It's a mixture.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people here that have tons of money and have a big happy life or whatever, and there's people here that don't have hardly anything. I'm just average. I'm just trying to get by.
After meeting my first friendly local, I'm ready to try the original KFC. The chicken is crispy, juicy, and way better than any fast food I've ever tasted.
It tastes so much better here. Right, Colonel? Welcome.
Now that I'm well fed, I drive around trying to talk to people, but not everyone reciprocates.
Are you from around here?
Yeah.
It's a nice place?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. Have a good day. Thank you. I'm just driving around to try to meet some people and see what's going on.
Well, the best restaurant around here, they got like right down here. That's Dairy Queen Ingles. They got like cherry coats, kind of old-fashioned.
Are the people around here nice?
Now that I've seen how difficult it is to make friends here, I'm even more nervous to drive around these back roads alone. But just as I'm starting to lose hope, I spot some hitchhikers on the side of the road.
How you doing? What's going on?
We're just walking to the house.
Okay, cool. Are you guys from here?
Yeah.
I just came here to try to meet some interesting people, but there's not a lot going on out here.
Oh, if you go on down, there's a McDonald's on your right, and then you go on up, and on your left, there's a Arby's and a, that's about it, Pizza Hut.
So McDonald's, Arby's, and Pizza Hut.
That is it. Welcome to Pineville.
Hey, can you give us a ride about a half a mile? Maybe a mile, give or take.
Sure. What's your name? I'm Drew. Nice to meet you. How you doing? Are people like very standoffish? Like if you don't know them, they're not trying to make new friends?
Well, let me tell you, they're kind of like they bring a gun in your face.
Well, you're giving me a ride.
They won't.
People do not give a ride to, man.
I was told not to do what I just did, but you guys did seem pretty harmless. So.
Well, I appreciate that. There's a lot of people that like to say what they want to say, but we are really good-hearted people.
We're right up there on the right.
Is this considered a holler?
Yeah, this is a holler.
You from the city.
I was told if you roll into a holler and people don't know you, they might take out a shotgun.
Anytime you come down in here, man, your best bet is to carry a pistol with you.
Do you mind if I see your house?
No, come on, man.
Just for like 10 minutes. Oh shit. My name's Drew.
Is that Drew?
Nice to meet you. How are you doing? No, I'm from Arizona, but my car says Texas. How are you?
Good.
How you doing? Nice to meet you, Pee-wee. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Nice to meet you.
I got my hand full of nasty.
No problem.
Take care.
Yeah.
We live countrified.
This is cool, man.
This is the woman of my life. He just gave us a ride home.
How you doing?
He's from Arizona.
Oh, you don't have to stand up. You don't have to stand up. Nice to meet you.
You too.
That woman gets around better than me and her or you.
I believe that. So did you grow up in this house?
No, I didn't grow up in this
Okay.
house. I grew up on down the road.
So you know all these houses, like they family?
No, not all these people ain't. This is us as family.
Yeah, Mama
California or
owns
something.
from the black top, all that
And
grass,
she owns this up
all the
here.
way up.
Are they friendly, these people?
Yeah, except them idiots up there in the trailer.
They're just
Troublemaking God.
Really?
Just rude people that
That's not good.
just, just mean, like rude.
So what's the life like here? Is it enjoyable?
Yes.
It is if you like being in the mountains and stuff. If you don't have a job or anything, it's a lot of people.
But I think the unemployment rate's like 40%.
It is, yeah. Well, I tell you, that's why a lot of people get hooked on drugs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
This is the worst state for, I think, what did it say? Like the methamphetamine, everybody
That's
down
the
here.
most top-rated.
Really?
It's took everybody I know. I mean, I used
Really?
to, actually, I'm a recovery addict. I used to be on drugs. I was locked up for 3 years. I've been out a year now.
You were locked up for drugs?
Yeah, for possession of drugs, yeah.
It's good that you're sober and better.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to find out. It's nowhere else to, no jobs around here hardly,
How'd you guys meet?
They just pulled up here with one of his buddies.
You just rolled up like I did?
Yeah, yeah.
You're sitting there in the driveway. I pulled up and I
And,
said, these mosaic words. Damn, you're pretty.
So you know the rumor of Kentucky is like incest.
Yes,
Is it true?
That's very true. More in Harlan. For real, where a lot of my family's from. I won't lie, but I'm not like that. Where I used to live in Irvine, I don't know if you ever heard of this. It's they called Blue People. There's a girl I used to go to high school with. She dated a guy that knew one of these guys. Said he'd act normal and everything. He was just blue as he could be, like Smurf blue.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, and I was like, and I've seen him for myself, and he don't talk to women. He just talk to guys.
You think if I went, he would talk to me?
Would you go up there yourself for real?
I would go with someone that knows them. I wouldn't
Yeah,
like.
I don't know him personally.
Oh,
I would pull up.
I don't know him, but I'd ride up there with you.
You go with me?
Yeah.
Because you're like
I'm crazy.
You're a local.
I would go too.
No, I'm just
No,
crazy.
he's
Ain't nobody
got
wants
me in
to
situations.
mess with me.
I promise you that.
It seems to be pretty safe here, though. Even if people have guns, like, they're not... People just mind their own business, right? For the most part. Until they don't.
Yeah, I told her, I said, yep, here we go.
When I pulled up?
Yep, I was just tightening my fist.
Oh, really?
Ready.
What did you think could have happened?
I was going to have to friggin' beat somebody half a day.
I went scared a bit. I couldn't wait to see what was up.
So people don't do that around here?
No.
Really?
No, not especially for somebody that was around here.
Let me
I
ask
knew.
you something.
Sure.
You don't do drugs.
No.
Do you just give anybody a ride?
No, I try to judge people if I can feel that they're friendly and kind-hearted, and I felt that with you, which is why I gave you a ride.
really
If I felt like tension, I would just driven
That's
away.
why I got in. Now, I won't just get in no car with him either, so that's what I'm saying. But I can tell he was,
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you for letting me come in your house. All right, you guys be well.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for letting me in your house. All right, see ya. Whew. That was a little scary to pick him up. Like when I was driving with him, I was like, shit, dude, if this guy pulls out a gun, I am screwed. But he didn't, and he was cool. First, I will go to Harlan to check it out, the old coal mining town, and then we'll continue the journey northbound. Bro, these little haulers are crazy. Yeah, we're gonna skip this one. We're gonna keep moving before I get shot at. The guy was not kidding. Like, people here will shoot at you if they don't know you. I'm now entering Harlan, which is the heart of the coal mining industry from the past. And you can even see it with the brick buildings. You can see the railroad tracks cutting through town. This place reminds me exactly of Bluefield, West Virginia, which is not that far away from here. And look at this building right here. It looks like it hasn't been used in like 80 years. Howdy. Can I ask you guys some questions? Yeah. What's happening over here? Like, I've never been here before. Is there something I should see?
You got a four-wheel drive?
I think it's a rental car. I think it's a four-wheel drive.
Yeah. I ain't nothing out here.
Really?
It messed up.
Really?
The coal mine shut down. All shut down.
Really? You have cool eyes, man.
Yeah.
You must have get that your whole life, your eyes.
Every woman want me.
What are you guys doing? Just hanging out?
Yeah, that's all we do.
Do you guys mind? I'll give you guys $20 each if you just want to take me around for like 30 minutes.
I go.
Come in. What's your name?
Boy.
Drew.
Boy.
Drew.
Oh, Drew?
So this was all coal mine. Like all these buildings were used for coal industry, like the brick buildings.
Yeah. All this was a booming town. We had everything here.
But now there's nothing.
No.
So are people depressed? Are they happy?
No way.
They're not happy. So why don't you leave? Why don't you go somewhere else?
I ain't got that much money on SSI.
How old are you?
I'll be 63 in this month.
What did you do for work before?
I done discussion work, car work. I done everything.
Everything? You
Yep.
You can fix anything?
No, I can't see no more. I can't get my hands in.
So I hear that drugs is a big problem around here.
Oh God, yeah. We had over across the highway. You walk across the railroad tracks. Homeless people say over there do dope and everything.
There's a stereotype about Kentucky, and the stereotype is that everyone has sex with their like family members, like incest. Is it true?
Yeah.
So it's normal that like a brother and a sister would have a baby?
No, cousin and
cousin.
Cousin. Back in the 30s, cousin.
Yeah. That's interesting. Where's the center of town? It's up here?
Right here, you're almost in town.
It's a small town?
Yeah.
And what makes you happy in life?
Drinking.
That's it? Only drinking makes you happy?
Yep.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Family?
Well, my family down there, but I don't see them much no more.
What about friends? Do your friends make you happy?
Sometimes.
Are your neighbors friendly? Why is there a police car in your house?
That ain't police car.
Whose car is that? That's a police car.
It's a fire chief. My policies live over there. My house went down, I went over there.
I literally can't understand a word this guy says. Wait, so there's a police car there too? You're surrounded by police?
No, that's all Pete.
So do you know all your neighbors here?
Yeah.
Are they friendly?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think people in Appalachia are really kind. They're really friendly people, for the most part, right?
Yep.
Wait, this is your street?
Yeah, right here.
Can I see inside your house for 2 minutes?
Yeah. Big Joey, mess up.
You're very kind gentlemen.
I don't see what.
Wait, is your dog friendly?
Yeah.
It's a little dog.
You get. Come on.
Whoa.
I ain't got a lot. Yeah, I hate taking baths. I can't get my knees moving.
Nice house.
What? I got a kitchen. I got box food everywhere.
No, that's all right.
I got food everywhere.
Pretty nice. Let's go walk around. So, what are the biggest problems in society here, aside from drugs?
Jobs.
Nobody can find jobs?
You have work at McDonald's, or some had that way.
Do you think most people are just barely scraping by?
Yeah.
What's the average, monthly income here?
Well, monthly is $900 and some dollars for SSI and Social Security and retirement checks, about $1,000 some dollars. Can't live on that.
How much is your house worth?
Well, I paid $300. And my landlord is so nice, he told me it was $400.
You pay $400 a month for the house.
Yep.
That's a pretty good price.
Not really.
You think it's expensive?
Yeah. You're on the SSI, you can't afford it.
That's true, that's true. Show me where you hang out. You're up here by the wall, what else?
That's it.
That's it, really?
Right there, all right. You park in here and then walk.
All right, Roy and I are taking on the streets of Harlan. I feel like you know everyone here. You know everyone?
No, you have way because he think you stuck up.
Do you think this is a great place to live?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because you don't see nobody out hardly, and you sit down and eat out and everything you want to.
You wave at everyone?
Yeah. Here old buildings right here. We had a hotel and everything.
You can feel that it was once really popular here.
Yeah.
It's built for a lot of people. All these buildings are empty.
Except this one, he closed. Yeah, it's been too.
Are closed. What do you think about cities like Los Angeles and New York?
Shit.
What do you think about those places?
Yeah, damn, keep it. I ain't going down there.
Why not?
I ain't gonna get mugged and killed.
What if I told you that they're pretty safe?
Shit. No, I ain't.
You wouldn't go?
Nope.
How are you? Trying to pick up some ladies?
Not really.
Yeah, you are, Roy.
No.
A lot of Civil War history here. And World War. This says, in honor of the Harlan country coal miners who sacrificed their lives while supporting a family and nation. If you could have anything in the world that you don't have, what do you want to have?
A ball.
A boy?
A ball.
A ball or a boy?
Nothing. What are you doing in there?
How you guys doing? Is this the only bar in town?
Oh, got that one too.
Oh, he told.
Yeah. The brewery right here. You got the portal.
Okay.
Sign up there on the
cool.
corner. Then you're gonna have the Mexican restaurant. Restaurant-wise, that's gonna be about the only three, and then you got a couple liquor stores.
Not a whole lot going on out here.
No, well, it's all Southeast Kentucky. Coal businesses kind of went down. So
100 years ago, this place was packed with people, right?
Yeah. Well, you got a YouTube channel?
No, yeah, I'm just documenting. I travel around the country, and I just like to meet in. I'm from Arizona.
Now, some people, man, they look at Harlan, Southeast Kentucky, dumb, hillbilly, redneck, whatever, right? Educated and that. In my opinion, what I'd like to see, like the federal government or something do, I would like for them to come in and build an army base or some type of factories, or give our area such tax breaks that a big factory and stuff like that could come in with it, right? And now we have jobs in the area, and everybody,
Because there's no jobs for them.
There's no jobs here. McDonald's, I mean, that's
Yeah.
Those are not really
biggest. So I would say your two biggest employers in the county of Harlan is going to be Walmart and the hospital.
Walmart?
Yeah. Or the school
Really?
system.
Well, I lived here my entire life.
Really?
And I was in a house fire today, make 6 years ago. They had to take the rainbow section of the school off, let it swell outside the school for like 11 days.
It made it look better, I swear, buddy. It used to be ugly.
Holy shit, man.
I lost my little boy and girl getting ready to turn 4 year olds, set of twins.
You lost them?
And my wife, she went back in the house after I came out the second time, and she was 90% burnt. My son, he had to let her go 2 days later, so.
You're the only one that survived?
I was the only one that survived.
It was a house fire?
Yeah, it was a house fire due to a propane heater. It was the morning after Easter, April 22nd, 2019. It's just like a regular morning, and my little boy, he came to the bedroom door after we'd had our shower and everything. He came to the bedroom door and screamed, "Dad, Dad." He didn't get the last D out. So I opened the door, and it was already smoking, and I said, "Lord, that's what I do." She said, "Go, check, go, check, go." So I just went through, filling the fire and the smoke. I ran out of air. I finally found the door, and they said, the neighbors witness said, as I came out the first time, that I was already burnt naked. My head was on fire. I got me 3 gulps of air. I went back in and I closed the door. And
that's the last time you saw your family?
It was the last time I saw my family.
Wow.
That time, I laid down in the dining room, and next thing I know, I was on the first step, on the front steps coming out the porch.
Did you have like a surgery or a procedure done? Or you?
I've had over 100 surgeries.
And your skin?
Vertebrae is showing that's burnt all the way to the bones. They did mini skin grafts. First
you know what?
used the...
You look great. For having 100 surgeries, you're doing good, man.
Oh, I know.
You're hanging in there. Like you're...
A miracle.
I wouldn't have even know. Like if I just passed by, I wouldn't even know.
And they expected me to stay in the hospital for 2.5 years. And I walked out of the hospital 5 days, less than 3 months, doing the floss dance like the nurses did.
How has it changed you as a person?
You can let things that come at you in life either mold you to be good, or you can let them mold you to be bad. And for a long time, I was bitter toward God, like, wow, would you let such me live and not them? I wish my wife could have experienced just half the man that I am now.
Aww.
And I find enjoyment out of trying to uplift people and encourage people who's lost hope, and it seemed to not find a way. I try to help them.
How many kids did you have?
I had Alex and Olivia, and then my oldest son, Ozzy. He was at school at the time. It was Monday morning after Easter, and thank God he was there. But he hadn't turned 17 yet, and he had to let Mama go 2 days later, and it mentally affected him.
Listening to this man talk about losing his family in the house fire is devastating, and I really admire his resilience. It makes me realize that everyone out here is struggling in their own ways, and the poverty and isolation makes things even tougher. I want to hear more about his story, so we all head to the nearest bar.
Cheers, bro. Cheers. You grew up here.
Grew up here.
What was it like here in your childhood?
Growing up was better than my kids growing up here. There's nothing for the children to do now.
That's why the kids leave.
Right.
Or they're on drugs.
Right.
That's sad.
They can always find some holler that somebody's doing drugs in if they go seeking it.
Do you think in the future there will be better days for Harlan County, or do you think all the good days are gone?
The good days are gone unless the young generation steps up and they take it into their own hands.
We had more to do in Harlan. Half the kids my age wouldn't be on dope the way they are.
Right.
Everyone's on drugs here. Not everyone, sorry.
I mean, I'm 23 and I've had 6 of my friends overdose. I don't know, I look at it differently because my dad overdosed and passed away. August will make 5 years.
Is it tempting that it's here, or do you just try to turn a blind eye to it? It's everywhere.
It is, but I stay away from it.
Good. Nice meeting you. Well, that was an interesting experience. It's cool just to hang out in these bars and just get a taste of local life. I mean, these guys just hang out. They're friendly, they care about family, relationships, and it's very much of a people-to-people culture, which is dying in this world. Everyone's on social media all day, they're on their phone. Here, people just hang out and talk, shoot the shit in real life. This is a pretty cool place, and I can imagine how if you're from here, it really feels like home, and it just pulls you back to stay here. I mean, home is wherever your family is. I'm driving on Highway 421, deeper into Eastern Kentucky. I actually had a flight out of Lexington, Kentucky tonight, but I just canceled it and moved it to tomorrow because I want to enjoy the journey and see what else I can find up here. As the locals told me in Harlan, this road is very narrow and windy and it goes all the way up into the hollers, and that's exactly where we're heading. I really hope I don't get a flat tire because there's no phone signal, so I'll have to just rely on kindness of locals if that does happen. We are twisting and turning through Eastern Kentucky right now, and it is a blast. I'm rolling up to a place off the side of the road that looks interesting. How you doing? What's going on? My GPS isn't working. Is Lexington this way?
Yeah.
I just keep going up the road.
Down there, till you get into Haddon.
Yeah.
Go through one red light, turn right. When you go across the hill, turn right. It'll take you into London.
Okay, thank you. You take care, right?
Yeah, we'll see you later. You do the same.
All the best.
Just 421, you hit the expressway down there.
I will do that. Take care. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that guy speak, but I could not understand a word he said. Friendly guy though. I've literally seen these Dollar General stores everywhere. I've never been in one, so I'm gonna go check out what a grocery store looks like, middle of nowhere, Kentucky. It's like a grocery store and supermarket and Walgreens, but really cheap. It's really dark and depressing in here, to be honest. But I guess if you live around here, this is the place where you shop. Nothing very exciting, so we're continuing on the journey. I'm running out of time before we need to be in Lexington, and I know there's more to experience here, but I just don't know where to look. In a parking lot, I flag down a guy in his 20s and ask him about the nearby hollers. He agrees to give me a tour in his red pickup truck, and I feel both nervous and excited about where this ride might take me.
Let me go put my wheel on my truck, and we'll go drive around.
What's up? It's a big boy truck. All right, bro. Give me the tour for a half hour. All right, what's your name?
My name is Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones.
Yeah.
My name is Drew, and everybody thinks I'm Andrew, but it's actually just Drew.
Well, that's what everybody calls me, is Drew.
Really?
Yeah.
And does it bother you?
No, not a bit. You've not really got a whole lot this way, but I will take you and go show you a holler.
If you just stay on the main freeways, you don't really get the culture here. They want privacy, you know?
That's the thing about this county. Everybody loves everybody. Nobody really bothers anybody. Everybody just kind of sticks to themselves for the most part.
And everyone has a gun on them, right?
For the most part, yeah. Like in high school, really the only thing we done was party.
Like house parties?
Not anymore. No, not house parties, field parties. Drive out to a field, get a big bonfire going and get fucked up. That's the gist of it.
How do you stay busy? I guess you work, but like,
work.
That's the answer, work. Yeah.
Work.
Because if you didn't work, you would just fall into the drug trap of everybody else.
Not necessarily. My parents, they were really strung out my whole life.
And you didn't fall into that circle?
No, I've been around it my whole life. Like the second day home from the hospital, I was with my grandparents.
Oh, okay. So your grandparents raised you?
Pretty much, yeah. For the most part, they've raised me. And when I was like 4, my parents got arrested.
Oh shit! For what?
Drugs, trafficking, and producing.
What kind of drugs?
Meth, mostly. Over here was my grandma's sister's house before they moved to Indiana. And up there was, I believe, her aunt and uncle.
You got some generational history here.
That is the house my grandmother grew up in.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about, like, LA?
I would like to go once, just to see what it's like.
Is there crime around here? Like, breaking into houses, like...
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot?
And it's mostly the crackheads that do it. A lot of them, though, they're still as nice as they would come. I know several crackheads that they would give you the shirt off their back. They just went down the wrong path.
Is it fentanyl?
It's mostly meth around here, methamphetamine.
Fentanyl kills you.
It does.
You're dead if you try that stuff. Like
now, fentanyl is starting to get incorporated in the drugs around here. That is, he's a local around here.
Go.
He is crazy. He's a trip, dude.
I'm Drew.
What, Drew?
How you doing?
I do good.
He said he quit working.
Oh.
Down there.
I hunt that guy. But then you get him $10. $100 a day.
Danny was giving him $100 a day, and he only paying him $10 a day.
Thanks for translating.
You're welcome.
Do you like it here?
Uh-huh.
Is it fun?
That far.
Have you ever traveled around America? Do you want to? No. See, I told you, bro. No,
I'm telling you.
most people don't want to. Is this your dog?
No, he hungry. Somebody did not feed that dog you walk off.
He's hungry. Somebody didn't feed that dog you walk
I
off.
love that you're translating for me, bro. What's the best and the worst part about living here?
Good people.
Okay, and what's the worst part?
I know.
There's a lot of drugs around here, ain't they?
Drug, buddy.
Drugs.
Drug head.
Drug head.
That old people do a fan of me, buddy.
I didn't get a word of that.
All people want to do is take advantage of him.
Dude, that's people just roll around in those cars?
It's legal.
Let's go.
You can just ride around in side-by-sides, four-wheelers, whatever.
Jeff, what makes you happy?
Everything.
Everything makes you happy. That's good.
He's a happy guy.
You're just a happy guy. Nice meeting you. Take care.
See you, Jeff.
Come back see me, buddy.
I will.
See you later.
Bobby at home.
Yeah, Bobby's at home.
Have a good day.
You
Wow, that was awesome. Is there a lot of people like that here, or he's just one of a kind?
He's pretty much one
He's
of them.
definitely-
There will never be another Jeff
He's
Dillon.
definitely high on drugs.
No.
Really?
Definitely not. No, he doesn't do anything.
He's not high on, dude. He like looks like he's high.
I don't know if he has autism or Asperger's or what.
Some kind of mental.
Yeah, he's got some kind of mental disorder.
Okay.
And his mom did him really bad, like throughout his whole life. His mom and his sister, from what I've heard, they did.
Like abuse?
I don't know for sure, but I would
Yeah.
assume so. He gets a check for his disability. Either his sister or his mom, or maybe both of them at different times. Like, they would always take that check when it came
Oh,
in.
dude, that's so sad, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. I totally thought he was on drugs, but now I understand that he had a mental disorder.
Yeah. No, he hates drug addicts. He hates them.
He needs to walk home? Someone will drive him.
He will always get a ride.
Wait,
I
so
mean,
that
everybody knows him. He's just like the town.
so that dude just wanders around, and wherever he goes, he just makes friends.
Pretty much.
That's
Pretty much. Yeah, everybody
Do
knows
you not
him.
think that's like bizarre? Is that just totally normal?
I'm sure from your perspective it's insane, but like, you know, I've grew up around it. He pretty much he walks the roads between San Gab
So
and McKee.
you can never find where he is. Like he doesn't. Does he have a phone?
No.
He doesn't have.
No
Really?
phone, no. I swear he can teleport. Like, you can see him in San Gab, and he will beat you to McKee somehow.
So he doesn't work. He just wanders around and just.
He wanders around and asks for $5. You got $5?
Oh shit! I should have given him money. Oh, I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. I got a story on that. A guy I know, Jeff, had came up and asked him for $5 to buy Mountain Dew and a candy bar. He loves Mountain Dew and a candy bar. And he watched Jeff go to the counter at the store we was just at, Whistle Stop, and pay with a $100 bill.
What?
Yeah, he's a trip, man.
Dude, this guy just slinging something.
He's out here.
He's the most
he's
mysterious
hustling.
guy.
He's hustling for $1.
That looks like a mom and pop shop next
It
to
is.
this cracked out building.
This is one of the better places to eat in this county.
Hell yeah,
and
man.
it is cheap.
Dude, look at this. What is this building? Hold on a second. What is this?
I'm not sure.
Jeez. All right, what are we getting? We're loading up on food right now, bro. We're getting ice cream, but we're getting real food before the ice cream.
If you get a peanut butter milkshake. If you like peanut butter.
I like peanut butter.
Peanut butter milkshake.
I'm getting a peanut butter milkshake. If you tell me it's good, I'm getting it. You order here?
You order right here.
Hello, how you doing? Can I get a cheeseburger? And what did you say you want?
A bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger. And I've been told that this is the best peanut butter shake in Kentucky.
Yep.
Is that true? All right, I'm gonna have a peanut butter shake.
Large or small?
2 smalls. How do I pay you? I can't see anything. Here you go. I feel like I'm in jail right now. Has anyone else ever said that? Like the county jailhouse.
You can't get the feel for the world just staying in a place like this your whole life.
Other people don't think like that. Like if you ask around, they'll probably be like, nah, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to just stay here.
It's like my grandpa.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if he ever leaves.
I feel like most people are like that here, but you're different.
Yeah. Most of your older population is like that. They don't want to leave.
How you doing? No, I'm just documenting local life. Have a nice day. This is the classic mom and pop shop here. It's one of the only ones in the county. It's crazy. How long has this been around?
Since 54.
54.
1965. Anything in the 50s. 56.
Wait, it was the same location? Same?
Yeah.
Really?
When the road was dirt.
Wow. Was it run by your parents? That's pretty cool. Damn. Very cool.
There you go.
You got it?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Time to feast.
A feast for sure.
This burger was like $3 or something. That looks really, really good. That is way better than I thought it was gonna be. It's like a serious.
For $3, I mean, it's like a serious homemade burger.
Mmm. So this is like the place to hang out, like one of the places to eat if you want to go out.
Pretty much. If you want something quick and cheap, this is where you come.
Does everybody drive drunk here?
A lot of people do.
How do you suck this? It's too thick.
You gotta suck.
You gotta suck.
You gotta suck.
I'm just gonna eat it like it's a spoon.
You're better off.
You were not kidding, man. That is fucking delicious.
Pretty
Holy
good.
crap. How good is that? 1 to 10.
10.
Oh yeah.
All day.
I came to Kentucky and I tried crack, which is basically this peanut butter shake.
Close enough.
Close enough.
After burgers with Andrew, I leave Eastern Kentucky with a clearer sense of what life here is really like. The struggles are obvious: poverty, isolation, and addiction. But so are the small joys, like sharing a meal with a stranger. In the end, driving through the hollers in Appalachia has given me a glimpse into a side of America that's been forgotten, but still deserves to be seen.